if I'd had more time this week, I would have found some great gypsy music, but I didn't. So
Couldn't you just Google gypsy music
sure.
on YouTube? I'll bet they have some.
However, let's get into our game.
Okay.
Okay, so last time we were together, you were traveling just after the sun went down. You came out of the town of Barovia and were following the road, and you came to a fork in the road. There were some grave sites there, and there was a gallows. Remember the gallows?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember Plaz hanging.
And as you were leaving, you turned around and saw Plaz hanging there. But nobody wanted to touch him. And I get that.
Didn't want to if he wasn't hanging there.
Screw that, I'm gonna go cut him down.
So as we continued along, you came shortly to Tser Springs, or Tser Pool. And at Tser Pool, there was an encampment of the Vistani. And one of the Vistani saw you coming, met you as you were coming up to the camp, and he invited you in. And you saw several tents around. You saw a campfire, gypsies dancing around. There are men drinking and just kind of enjoying the evening together, even though it's cloudy and the dark clouds are up above, but they don't seem to mind that too much. They're just kind of enjoying their night. But Bartholomew brought you over to Madame Eva. And she welcomes you.
Welcome. Let's see if I can get this to work right.
Worked right.
I foreseen. I saw that you were coming. I know why you're here. You are an interesting party. I've seen many parties come through here, but you are an interesting party. Come into my wagon and we will talk.
So she invites you into her wagon.
Does anybody else get the idea that this is more of one of those "Welcome to my parlor," said the spider to the fly?
Yeah.
And her wagon is fairly small.
Oh, quick question for you, Melvin. Since we got to have a rest before we came out this direction, are my hit points back to being where they belong?
Did we get a rest? Because I don't have any of my spells back.
I don't see anybody that has wounds.
No, but I have
Remember,
two.
my max hit points are dropped.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't think we got a rest.
I have 2 spells ticked off, so we did some stuff without a rest.
You haven't rested yet.
Oh, so
There's been no rest. Yes, since this morning, and this morning was quite a while ago. You got up and you moved a body over to the church, and you tackled a vampire spawn, and you buried a body, and you investigated the rest of the town quite a bit and found out a bunch more stuff, and then you picked up Irina and Ismark, and you took them with you on your way to somewhere. Don't know where you just.
I thought we left in the morning. Okay.
And you left it that night. So we haven't rested yet, but you'll have a chance soon.
Then I will go inside the creepy lady's wagon.
Okay, I'm just going to put it up for a vote. How many of you are going inside?
I'm going in, but wearily. I'm tiptoeing.
I'm going in as well.
Okay, it's a small wagon. It's not huge. It's fairly small, and so she is apologetic.
I'm sorry, I don't have much room here. You'll all have to stand. And
No need to apologize. It's just fine.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful home.
oh, thank you so much, dearie. You're lovely.
No apologies needed.
So she greets each one of you individually. She knows your names.
Well, hello.
We have your name.
And she says, you get the impression that she knows a lot more than anybody might know about you. She knows personal stuff about you, and she greets each one of you personally in a way that makes you feel like something's up. Like maybe she can read into your past, or she's seen your history,
What the?
but she knows each of you.
Can you?
Ismark and Arena stay outside the wagon, and they go and join the rest of the Vistani over by the fire. But the 6 of you are now in the wagon, and you're all standing around in very cramped quarters. And she again starts talking to you.
I look at her inquisitively and say, "Can you read minds?"
Read minds. Oh, dearie. No, I don't do that. But I have been waiting. I have been waiting for you. You have potential. Come, sit.
And she invites you to find a place to sit down. Each one of you can find a place. There's a trunk, there's a bed, there's a stool. You can eventually find a place where everybody can sit.
I want to ask her if she's a seer.
She's going to start asking the questions, so just a moment.
Plaz and Eric are fighting over the trunk.
There's room for both of us.
I'm just gonna stand against the wall and lean.
I wonder how much junk is in her trunk.
I feel something in this party that I have not felt before. Perhaps it is from your faith in the gods you serve, or perhaps it is destiny. Perhaps. Would you like a card reading?
Sure.
Okay.
And from her sleeve, she pulls out a pouch. The pouch is a nice leather pouch, and it contains a deck of cards. Now, this is a very special deck of cards. I'm sure you've heard of it in other places, but it's called a Taroko Deck. And this Taroko Deck contains cards that were made by Madame Eva. They're hers and hers alone. She pulls them out. And just a second. She lays them out on a small table in front of her. She moves the crystal ball out of the way, and she lays out 5 cards. She shuffles her deck and pulls 5 cards off the top and lays them down in a specific order.
Fuck.
And
No,
she says,
I don't want to lose 2 PCs.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand what you are seeking here.
So, just one moment. Let's see what happens. What I'm going to do is actually roll on the table in the module, and it will give us an actual random reading here.
Awesome.
And then we will interpret what each of these cards say. But this first one apparently is going to help you figure out what happened and give you some more information about what's going on here.
I just want to point out to the players, the last time that there was a card reading and a little old lady who was telling us stuff, 2 people died.
I cast hold person on her.
Thunderwave the card table. Just kidding.
What if I just use my wily ways on her?
I don't know.
What are you, a
Maybe.
coyote?
Himself.
I just had, when he said he's casting hold person, it just popped into my head.
This is the first card.
Oh crap!
I like the car.
The healer card.
Just a second, I lost one of the tables I was working on.
I immediately
Just a second.
killed Torm because obviously he's the bad guy.
Yep.
That was entirely out of character.
I do still like the Scottish accent, though.
You'll like it until that's the last thing you hear.
Dun, 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 dun. What the hell's gonna happen? Oh my god.
Susie's eating a watch.
A
What?
watch.
A watch. My wife is eating a watch.
She trying to get out of the army?
It's a full, like, plated gold watch, and she's just sitting here gnawing on it while we're playing.
Susie, go feed yourself.
ADD, guys. Come on, give me a break here. ADD.
Okay. That explains everything. Including the tinder box.
Okay, my apologies. I've lost some information. Be right back.
Okay.
That's fine. We can fill in the blanks.
I wonder who that is on the card that has the pin sticking out of the head.
The person being healed.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's supposed to represent anyone.
It's acupuncture.
Yeah, I didn't know they had that in Dungeons and Dragons.
Acupuncture came from medieval.
They have the ability to cast a fireball at you. They have the ability
Yeah.
to walk water. So I would assume that they have acupuncture and acupressure. Well, we know they have
Probably.
acupressure because they have monks.
Yep.
True.
And monks are totally stupid.
I never cared for that character.
Until they get quivering palm.
Yeah, that's one
Then
of the
they're
best
running
ones.
a monk.
Did I hear a Shanae say something?
What do you guys got against Tony Shalhoub?
What'd you say?
I said, what do you guys have against Tony Shalhoub?
Who's Tony Shalhoub?
Monk.
He plays the title character Monk in the TV show Monk. He's also the voice of Master Splinter in the new Turtles movies.
Yeah?
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
I used to watch. The monk was the one where he would sling the backpack over him in the final, like in the closing credits or whatever.
No, this was Monk was about a guy with OCD.
Yeah.
Oh, different
Yeah.
type. I'm thinking the Asian one.
Extreme OCD.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Kung Fu, Charles.
Kung Fu, that's it. Thank you.
He was a monk of a type, but this guy was just his name was Monk.
Okay.
Said,
You there, Melvin?
is that
Yeah, I'm here. It's just,
David Carradine?
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Carradine, that's his name.
Jeff almost had his test parboiled by that man.
Yes, there's a story involved here. Well, Melvin is looking for stuff. Melvin, interrupt me anytime you'd like.
No, you go ahead.
A few years ago, we went to Gen Con, and Susie and I were at the craft tables because there's a lot of craft tables and stuff in the main exhibitors hall. And we're walking through, and we're looking at the handmade jewelry and stuff, being, do couple-y kind of things. And standing next to me, literally shoulder to shoulder with me, is David Carradine.
Really?
And he has his cup of tea with him. This hot, boiling hot, like you could see the bubbles coming out of it, cup of tea.
Was
Now-
he drinking too?
He was drinking tea,
I
but
mean, when it was that hot.
yeah, yes, he was. He took a couple slugs off it, but he leaned over the table to look at some item towards the back side of the table, farther away from us. And as he did so, his hand went down with this cup of tea, this cup of lava, and it swung out. Now, as I said, we were standing relatively close to each other at the time, and so basically I was teabagging his tea.
Nice.
I feel the heat through my jeans, and I was like, you know what? I don't give a damn if this guy was, a major movie star, because at the time it was Kill Bill Volume 2 was just coming out.
Okay.
I don't care. I will kick his ass.
What was he doing at Gen Con anyway?
Well, thankfully he didn't burn my testicles, so no.
Okay. If he's spilling his tea, he must not be that good at actual martial arts then.
He's actually kind of a douche.
He's actually a real big douche.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Melvin.
He's a big
Yeah,
dead
I'm
douche
sorry.
now.
Sorry about that. I completely lost the table that I was using, and I thought, where the heck did that go? And so I was looking all over in Fantasy Grounds, and finally it's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Okay, so back to Madame Eve.
This is the healer card.
What wasn't he doing at
Describes very important stuff. This tells you where you're going to find the history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemies. The card you see here is the Three of Glyphs. It's the healer. And the healer, you need to look to the west. Find a pool that was blessed by the light of the white sun. And you will find what you are looking for there.
This bitch is crazy.
So she moves to the next card.
Hey, crazy.
this is what she
That's funny.
shows you.
I said crazy before I saw your name.
This must be for Rorik.
I resemble that remark.
This one I don't like. Holy
This
shit.
card tells of a powerful force for good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope.
And she looks directly at Torm with a meaningful gesture in her eyes. And if you remember, Torm already, Father Donovich also talked to you about the holy symbol that you're using, and that you would find something better. And this is what she's now talking about. So she's talking about a holy symbol, and now she's going to tell you what the card means.
Oh, thank you.
This is the card of the Berserker. The Six of Swords. This Berserker card talks of
I got too many tables open.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
As you talk.
This is
But
so frustrating. I've practiced it and practiced it and practiced it. I thought,
Nut-
oh my gosh, I'm gonna have
nutty,
this so
because-
perfect, and then it's like,
because
oh my God,
puns.
it's not working right. Okay, just a second. Six of Swords.
Swords. What? Alright, I gotta get a Coke. I'm probably gonna miss something, but I'm not even gonna tell the DM. I'm gonna run into the
So
kitchen.
she said, this is a card of powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I got that part.
But you're all gonna die.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear that part.
Alright, I'm back.
She needs to give you a hint now. And so, basically, first of all, somebody should probably take a note on that first hint.
I did.
Okay, great.
Which hint?
I'm searching for the second hint. I'm sorry this wasn't supposed to take so long like this. This is just crazy.
I'm putting the hints into the game notes note.
Awesome. Okay, 6 of swords. So here's the clue.
Find the mad dog's crypt. The treasure lies within, beneath blackened bones.
So you're looking for the mad dog's crypt. The third card she turns over, she says,
This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
and I suppose you can imagine how that might help you in this particular adventure.
Was there a third card?
Yes, the third card's coming. Hang on a second.
Did you say a sword of sunlight?
Sword of sunlight, yes.
Okay.
The sword of
We're looking
sunlight.
for Thundar, the barbarian, and his sons.
Diviner.
It's not Thundar, it's Dave.
It's He-Man, okay? By the power of Grayskull. Remember that?
Yeah, but he never had a sun sword.
This card is the Two of Swords. Two of Stars. I'm wrong. Two of Stars. It is the Diviner card.
Get it together, lady.
I'm getting old. Leave me alone. Did you want this reading or not?
That voice is so awesome.
Pentacles, sweetheart. That's pentacles, not stars. Pentacles.
I'm doing the best I can.
Somebody really knows Raven.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
The tarot deck.
Windows up.
Oh,
Did I tell you I'm 400 years old?
So
No,
then you should
did
know
not.
these things.
Alzheimer is kicking in.
Your disease.
Cool story.
Total failure of your DM, I'm afraid.
It's okay, Melvin.
Okay, so here's your hint.
Look to the one who sees all. The treasure is hidden in her camp.
Sounds like Madame Eva, perhaps. So that's the hint for the third card.
Sounds to me like that's the top of a hill.
Perhaps.
I say that
So-
to the group at this time.
I never understood tarot cards, so I'm just like lost.
I've had my reading, and I always got Fool and Death whenever I used to have mine reading.
So the first reading that the first card that you got was about it's an item that's going to help you understand your enemy. Second item is a holy symbol of great power and hope. And the third is a sword of sunlight.
Well, I can't use a sword, so that's for someone else.
Now she pulls out a completely different set of cards
Okay.
and she explains to you.
Who wants to play
This
poker?
is the high deck. The high deck will give you special information about the quests you are on. The first one is the enemy. This will shed light on the person who can help you greatly in your battle against darkness. And as she
Wrong voice. As she turns it over, she shows you this card.
Yeah.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Hello.
Oh, who is that?
Hey, that's your line. Oh wait.
Just a second.
Is that a lady of the night? Or is it lady of the evening? I forget.
It's a whore.
I know.
It's a
My
temptress.
style.
It's a lady of when you got the cash.
I wonder if it's like that Tone Loc song.
You did not just go Tone Loc.
I wish I could
Yes, I
think of
did.
some obscure Tone Loc song, like not just the famous ones.
That's the only one I know is the one where it's sitting at the bar.
Funky Cold Medina.
That's it. That's the name. Thank you.
This card is the Tempter card. I see a child, Avistana. You must hurry, for her fate hangs in the balance. Find her at the lake.
Wait, you just said this is the child card?
No, she said that this card, that's what she saw. She saw in it, she saw a child, a Vistana child. She says you must.
Because it's a temptress, but you see a
I'm gonna
child
drop
of a
it on
temptress,
this.
okay.
I'm gonna drop it on him.
It's a child of Vistani, meaning it's a Vistani woman. It doesn't necessarily mean that she is a child, it just means that she is a child of that race.
Oh, okay.
So she flips over the final card, and she says,
Now, how do I turn the fucking thing
Your
off? Okay.
enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him.
and so what she's showing you now is the place where you're going to actually be able to find the enemy.
Is it going to be a castle?
Did that work? Everybody get that?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
It says
I got
result,
something.
common deck cards, high deck, and bonus cards.
Yeah, sorry. I showed you the wrong thing. That's all right.
Do you want
Yeah,
me to
you're
close
supposed to show
that?
us
And-
the innocent card, right?
Enjoy. These are the results here. So if you want to save this,
I
this is the
just
information.
I just closed it. I don't want it to be spoiled for me.
No, this is no spoiler.
Oh, it isn't?
Oh, it's not.
This is no spoiler. Let me share it with you again. This is no spoiler. This is showing you the cards that were actually drawn. So this is in Fantasy Grounds. It actually did this automatically and created this result.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And so if you'll notice, there's a Tome of Strahd card and the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind card. Both of them are the same card. And so what we do is we use the first bonus card down below that says Six of Swords Berserker.
Oh, because it adds up to 6, the number?
No, it's because these are, if you have duplicate cards in your roll, then you use one of these bonus cards in place of the duplicate.
I see that written underneath.
Oh, none of those links work.
No, links probably won't work, but they take you to the cards that I've been showing you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so Strahd's card is the innocent. So
Strahd's card is the innocent.
So Strahd is innocent?
So this is what you see. You see this card, it says innocent.
Yeah, because he probably did not intend to become a vampire at first.
you're not going to try to save Strahd too, are you?
No, I was just trying to save the priest's son, that's all.
And she basically is telling you this is your enemy card. So this is Strahd's card. This is where you're going to be able to find Strahd. And I'm looking up the meaning of it just a second.
Oh, I know why we can't. You can only open the link after Melvin shares the picture.
Yeah.
So the ones that he shared will open, and the ones he has not. That is so cool.
I like
So this is what she shares with you about the innocent card.
I see your enemy. He dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom. A brother of light snuffed out too soon.
And that's the hint you get for that one. Holy cow.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat Melvin, the hint from the Tempter card?
You bet.
Or?
This is where she said, I see a child of Istana. You must hurry, for her fate hangs in the balance. Find her at the lake.
Well, y'all, I don't know about you, but I think we should go to the lake.
So you've got...
I agree. But let's
got-
wait till we're done with this Madam Eva, or this lady here.
Yeah, you basically have 5 hints now that will help you get through the rest of this, all of these quests and everything that you're doing.
Okay.
And as you finish up, she smiles at you and she asks you if anybody has any personal questions.
How much you weigh?
How much do I weigh?
I'm just kidding.
30 kilos.
Oh my god, now I have to do the math.
Now we have to go.
I think that's pretty
Google.
hefty.
30 kilos.
That does seem pretty heavy. I'm checking it out.
30 kilos would be somewhere in the vicinity of like 65 pounds.
I'm checking.
No, I think
How's
it's
that
like 200 pounds.
66.1387
Because
kilogram
15
to a pound.
kilos, 15 kilos is 150 pounds.
Well, how come? Well, I typed in 30 kilos in pounds on Google, but it went to kilogram. Is that where I need to change it?
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
It's a
I think
crazy
we're
question,
over
crazy
it.
answer. I don't know.
So she's
It's
pretty heavy.
kilogram. It's
I don't think Madame Eva even cares how much she weighs.
I
She's like
had to
300
check
pounds. She
though
can't
for
fit
it.
in this place.
Okay, it's starting to get hot in the wagon, and she invites you to leave.
Okay. I'm still
I think
looking at that tempter card.
I'm not even going to answer her any questions. I still think she's crazy. And just
Okay. So if you guys would like to take a rest, you may. You can set up camp right there with the Vistani, or if you want, you can go down by the pool, and you can take a rest there, set up your camp there. But you need to decide what you want to do there.
I vote we take a rest here.
Same here. Then I can recover my spells. Only 2 used though.
Okay.
I'm good with the rest here.
Is it a long rest?
Same.
I don't know. Depends on how many Vistani women are nearby, how long this is going to be.
Well, I want to see how much gold I have, but I might use a platinum on this one.
You dirty priest.
I like that
Oh, God.
comment.
Must be so fast.
Sorry, I've messed this up so badly for everybody.
Oh,
Man.
Catholic.
We're not talking about a bunch of altar boys. We're talking about
Okay.
women.
Oh, true. That is Southern Baptist, yep.
Oh, God.
Or was it televangelist?
Then they be
What
great
in the
teachers.
fuck is going on? I am so
Okay.
lost.
So I'm going to share with you also a map of the Vistani camp.
Okay.
Is there like a little meadow or pond or something nearby? I'm just going to go take a rest there. Far away from Torm.
You're trying to watch
Torben's
her
just going to be driving the female Vistani.
He just made me feel dirty.
As you leave the tent, Madame Eva says,
Remember, don't try to engage your enemy before you are totally prepared.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
I
that-
thank her for her ratings.
well, she thanks you for coming.
I say you're welcome. I offer her a cup of very hot tea.
And I've got the wrong map. Hang on. Okay. This is the Terra Pool
Well, for
encampment.
all you Twitch folks, I'm glad you like the Southern Belle Drow.
It is very nice. Why? What are they saying about you?
I have no
This is
idea.
family-friendly
Twitch.
programming. We shall not repeat.
Oh, okay.
So the big tent over on the right-hand side, that's Madame Eva's tent. That's where you just went in and came out of. And there are 5 other tents around, and there are 4 wagons kind of around the campfire. And then there are Vistani all over the place here. Still dancing.
That grid
It's
is
about
whack.
maybe 10 o'clock at night, so it's not too late right now.
Are there any females dancing?
Yes, there are.
Right where I put the little circles where I'm going to set up my tent.
You have a tent?
Yes. Yeah. You?
So does Torm.
I didn't know that. I think I might set a tent up as well.
Torm's pitching his tent too.
I might pitch it all evening.
Family-friendly programming,
I
peeps.
apologize.
Keep it clean, thank you.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. So, just a couple more things about the Sarah Pool encampment as you're mingling around. Do you want to speak with any of the Vistani here? Do you want to talk to anybody, do anything like that?
I'm going to
I
dance
will.
with the Vistani.
I'm gonna turn into a crocodile or alligator and swim around in the water.
Okay.
And then take over. Then after that, then I'm going to come out onto the shore and lay down to take a rest.
Will you catch some fish as a crocodile? I'm getting kind of hungry.
I'm trying to wash away my sins from your stuff.
Okay.
Plaza's going to lay down with his bedroll next to the fire where the blue arrow is, and if anyone approaches him, he will talk to them.
Okay. Just a second. I'm sorry, I keep losing my place in some of this stuff. There's so much.
We're not supposed to be laughing this much in Ravenloft, are we?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
Go ahead.
So,
It's a good stress reliever. I give up. I can't find anything now. Oh my heavens.
Oh my
So we
stars.
have a drow rogue of Elistray and a bunch of Vistani gypsy women dancing around a fire. All of them are probably relatively competitive. We're going to see some competitive fire dancing in a few minutes.
what is fire dancing? Like when they have the.
They're dancing around the campfire.
Is that it? Okay, thank you.
Okay, there are 8 draft horses who are drinking from the river here. They're the things that usually pull the wagons, if you don't know.
I know that.
And I have more story to share with you since you're sitting around the fire. You hear a story. One of the Vistani recounts this tale. He says, "A mighty wizard came into this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you are standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally on he thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle in mass." That means a lot of them grabbed a bunch of people, terrorized the castle. He said, when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground, but they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battles flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainsides, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, and yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground, but when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river myself to search for his body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away.
How do you spell the name of that river?
The river Ivlis.
Okay, thank you.
That's the river you see there in the Astana Camp.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't remember the wizard's name, but he does recall that it sounded kind of important.
Would it be Aslan? I'm just kidding. Don't mind me.
I think Shanae knows.
So Madame Eva mentioned that the sword you're supposed to be looking for is actually in the camp of the lady who knows all. Probably referring to Madame Eva herself.
And it's a sword of light?
Sunlight.
That is what she said. She also grants you permission to search the wagons if you ask the owners. And you may have any treasures that your search yields. This is her gift to you.
Do any of you really want to search the wagons, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Shanae's be searching the wagons.
I search a wagon too, then see what happens.
I ask permission of any owner before I search.
Yeah, we ask first. Yeah, I ask as well.
Okay.
I'm going to search the fire.
It's nice and hot. There's no Sons Hoard in there. Okay, so put a circle in your color around the wagon that you're searching.
Just an FYI, I may be crashing.
Yeah, the game's not responding.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Oh, no. Okay. We'll do theater of the mind.
Thunderstorms for the win.
I'm back.
Oh, good.
Hey, sorry to sidetrack, but was there something going on last weekend that, like, universally with Fantasy Grounds or whatever?
We think so. I never confirmed it.
Okay.
Okay, so Plaz, you're first.
Okay.
Just a second. You gonna roll an investigation check?
Yes, sir.
In the dice tower, please. Thank you. And I'll show you what you find in just a second.
I must have rolled good.
You didn't find anything.
How do you set up a circle?
Right click.
Right click. Right click, go to pointers,
then
select
okay.
the circle, and then circle your wagon.
Okay.
If you want to move it, just click the square in the middle and drag it to wherever you want it.
Okay, thank you.
So Shanae, you're next. I see your circles over a wagon.
Why,
Give me an
yes, it is.
investigation check in the dice tower, please. And you find nothing. Okay, who's the black circle around the tent?
Tried to draw one.
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
Rorik.
find where it actually said circle.
Yeah, Rory and both are using black, so it's hard to tell who's who.
It's Rurik.
Would one of you change your color, please?
It looks like a rectangle.
So who's got the circle around the tent?
That is Rorik.
Okay, Rick, roll me an investigation check in the dice tower, please. Thank you. Rick, you find a pouch.
Teabag it.
Containing 13 gemstones. Each one of them is worth 100 gold.
Damn.
Sweet.
Should have whispered that to him.
So if you'd please put that in your inventory for yourself.
Yes, I shall. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Charles.
Okay, in the dice tower you said?
Yep, give me an investigation check in the dice tower.
What are we doing? Just ransacking their wagons?
Did
Yeah,
I
we're
do
robbing
that
them
wrong?
blind.
I kind of missed that part.
Madame Eva gave you... She gave you the opportunity to search. And she told you it would be okay. And any treasure that you find, the Vistani, they're fine with you taking what you find. Basically, this ends up being the things that the Vistani are letting you have. So, Charles, I need an investigation check from you in the dice tower.
Yeah, is the dice tower the little dragon icon?
I seen his roll.
I rolled it, didn't it land in there?
I don't see his roll.
I seen a shadow dice roll.
Was
Yep,
that me?
that wasn't him.
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Okay.
So you just pick up your investigation dice and drop it on the dice tower.
The dice tower is the thing in the lower right corner, like I thought, correct?
Yeah, if you hover over it, it'll say dice tower.
Don't count that roll. I'm just going to hover over it. Yeah, okay, I see it. Good, I'm getting the right spot.
Okay.
Now, did I do it right? No, I did.
Yes, that was correct.
Okay.
And you find nothing.
Down.
So we got 4 out of 6 who hasn't rolled.
Well, I'm investigating the water as a crocodile.
Your circle is a green line. That's awesome.
Osborne, which wagon are you taking?
The far left.
Did you put a circle around it? And Thorin, right? Did you roll already?
No, because like I remember I said before before I knew what was going on, I transformed into a crocodile and I already did all that and went into the water.
Okay.
So I'm investigating the water, I guess.
Okay.
So you want my investigation check?
Yes, please. And you also find nothing. So it's going to have to be up to Thorin, I guess. We'll have to wait till he gets back. Okay, so you guys set up camp,
I do.
spend the evening with the Vistani. They tend to be fairly happy people. They share their wine. They're happy to share with you. Some of them are intoxicated. But some
Yeah.
of them are also sober. And you get to know them fairly well. Some of the stuff that you learn also, you learn a little bit more about them as well. As you sit by the campfire and talk, I'll give you some of that lore that you learn from them in just a second.
Some of that sweet, sweet lore.
If is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so they start talking about this Strahd von Sarovich. Anyway, they say he comes from a royal bloodline, and he died centuries ago. And yet he endures. He's still around as an undead, feasting on the blood of the living. The Barovians all refer to him as the Devil Strahd, but to the Vistani, he is their master. They talk about some of his love life, and they say, yeah, he's had a lot of women, but he's only had one true love, and that was a peasant girl named Tatiana. But the Vistani don't know what happened to her. Strahd named his
Fucked her. That's
castle
what happened.
Ravenloft after his blessed mother, Queen Ravenovia. And apparently strangers aren't very welcome to the castle without an invitation. They know a few more things I want to share with you. The souls of those who die in Barovia can't escape to the afterlife. They're prisoners here in Strahd's domain.
At least
And
it's
some-
deep on their bodies.
According to the Vistani, they believe that you're always trapped here. They believe that some Vistani women are blessed with prescience, like Madame Eva. And she is the greatest of all Vistani fortune tellers, although a little absent-minded. A prescient Vistana can't see her future, or the future of another Vistana. It's the burden of the gift that they own, that they have. And beware of getting a Vistana angry at you, because their curses can be potent. Ravens are also sacred. They carry lost souls with them, so killing one is very bad luck. They know that Strahd conquered the land many centuries ago and named it after his father, King Barov. They know that Strahd's spies include wolves and bats and other creatures who spy all over the place on his realm. They believe that the Barovians are simple, frightened people. Some have very old souls, but many do not have any souls at all. And the soulless ones are easy to spot because they don't know any emotion except fear. They don't have any charm, any hope. There's no spark to their life. And they don't cry. The child falls down, gets hurt, doesn't cry. And they think this is very strange about this land. The old Svalich road passes through Strahd's domain. There are 3 settlements that they know of on this domain. And they lie on the road like beads in a string. There's Kresk to the west, there's Valaki in the heart of the valley, and Barovia to the east. And Strahd has spies everywhere. There's also an old windmill on the road between here and the castle. And they think that it should be avoided at all costs. But they don't have any more information about that. The other advice that they give you is it's really wise to stick to the road. There are wild druids, there are wayward ghosts, there's packs of wolves, and there's werewolves who hunt the woods. And let's see, Thorin's out fishing. And we'll see what happens when he comes back.
Okay.
So this has taken a couple of hours to enjoy life with everybody. Madame Eva returns, and she celebrates with her people a little bit. She wishes you a good rest, a good night's evening, and she departs to her tent. So we'll let everybody have a long rest now.
After 2 hours, I told you in the whisper, I head to that tent I put a circle around after I talked to everybody about what was going on, and I did my investigation roll.
Okay, that's Madame Eva's tent, so you need to choose a different one.
Oh, okay.
One of the wagons, actually. Be a good idea. Like maybe that one down on the furthest south.
I was going there next after everybody.
There you go. Try that one. See if that
That
gives
was
you
gonna be
any.
my second choice.
And thank you for the investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
And you indeed do find the sword.
Hello.
And you also find something else. Just a second.
Madame Adi's underwear.
I don't know if I want to see that.
Excellent. Straight my beer through 'em.
It's just a
Ew.
piece of tooth floss. What are these? The gold green. Oh, those are the things we were supposed to sell. That's right.
Okay, and let's get a number here. You find 20 gems worth 100 gold pieces each,
Nice.
in addition to the sword. And I'll show you the sword and put that in your inventory in just a minute. And you guys can decide amongst each other who should probably use that sword. Just a second.
Applause.
Well, it depends on what kind of sword it is.
It's a sword of sunlight.
Yeah, but is it a short sword, a long sword?
Applause.
What if it's like a dagger?
Applause.
It's
Maybe
still,
the dagger of sunlight,
Claw
not the sword of
seems to
sunlight.
want it. For a
let's-
paladin, that's good.
It's a dagger of sunlight.
Just see,
Better than a
went
dart.
to the Twitch channel.
Okay, Thorin, it's called Sons Hoard. I'm putting it in your inventory.
Okay. Is it identified?
As soon as I find it in your inventory, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too.
Oh, you're putting in you're not putting in the party sheet. You put it in his inventory. Okay,
Yeah, because I found it.
right. Gotcha.
Right.
Let's see, where is it?
Where'd it go? I don't see it.
It disappeared. I don't see
I
it.
know.
It went behind a cloud.
It is a sword of sunlight, so if it goes behind a cloud, it disappears. I follow.
Oh, I found longsword hilt. Is that it?
Nope, it's Sons Hoard.
Well, that's a new thing in my inventory. Is the longsword hilt?
Oh, okay. That's
Not
probably it then.
identified
Yeah, it's unidentified. It says the hilt of a longsword made of metal with a comfortable grip. All that is lacking is the blade.
for 'em. Lords of light. Demon.
And you'll have to attune to it before you get more information.
Give it to the paladin.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it to him in the morning. I'm too tired to go. I'm going to rest.
If you give it to him now, he can spend the night
Oh yeah,
attuning
that's
to
right.
it.
That's right. You can spend the time to learn about it here.
Just a thought.
Slip it under his pillow.
There, it's in the party sheet.
Hey,
I'll
Skylar
walk
Wolf,
over
thanks
to
for the
Plez and
follow,
say,
man.
Here, I found this in this wagon. It's just a sword hilt. I have no idea what it does.
Thanks, bro. I will, hold it. I will snuggle it. I will sleep with it. I will name it George.
I love that
It's a
cartoon.
flesh and blood man.
Okay, hilt.
Oh, Skylar's
I don't
Torm.
see it
Okay,
in
awesome.
Laz's inventory either.
No, it's in the party sheet. He didn't pull it.
Oh, grab it over from the party sheet.
Oh,
over to
okay,
your
I'll grab it. Hold on.
inventory.
That's like
You
6
can
clicks.
get rid of the other two things in the party sheet because we sold those already.
Okay, hang on one thing at a time.
Okay, so I have it in. Oh, and now it's been identified. Hello.
Yep, because you're taking a long rest now.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So what's it say?
Okay, there's your long rest. Rurik, please give yourself back your hit points, your max hit points.
Would you share
Yay!
the portrait of the sword so everybody can see? Because I can't share it.
Yeah, hang on a second.
And I'll read it to everybody. This item appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence or make the blade disappear. While the blade exists, the magic longsword has a finesse property. Yeah, look at that.
So it is Thundar's Sun Sword.
If you are proficient with short swords or long swords, you are proficient with the sun sword. You gain a +2 bonus to... Oh, +2. That's sweet.
Nice.
+2 to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, each which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage. Oh my god, I love this.
crap.
The sword's luminous blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light in additional 15 feet. The light is sunlight. When the blade persists, you can use an action to expend or reduce its radius bright and dim by 5 feet each, or to a maximum of 30 feet, or a minimum of 10 feet. Sentience. A sun sword is a sentient, chaotic, good weapon with an intelligence of 11, wisdom of 17, and a charisma of 16. It has hearing and normal vision out to a range of 60 feet. The weapon communicates by transmitting emotions to the creature carrying it or wielding it. Personality. The sun sword's special purpose is to destroy Strahd, not so much because it wants to free the land of Barovia from evil, but because it wants revenge for the loss of its crystal blade. The weapon secretly fears its own destruction. And then there's a bunch of background information, which I won't go into because it's fluff and we don't need to take time for that. Unless,
Does
Melvin,
the
you want me
alignment
to.
coincide with your alignment?
Let's find out.
Cool part here is the sun sword is sentient, and so you automatically know all this stuff about it as you attune to it, and you know the background of it, and you know everywhere. You know all this information about it because it's now part of you.
Awesome.
I don't
So
know. Do they
you
do it in
mentioned
5th
about-
edition?
Huh?
Do they? I was about to ask. Do they in 5th edition? Do they do it where, since it's a sentient sword and the alignments don't coincide with each other, does the sword fight its owner?
There
I
is
haven't seen.
there is something in either the, I can't remember if it's a player's handbook or the DMG. There is some statement about how,
DMG under the sentience.
yeah, but I've heard that in alignment isn't really that big of a deal in fifth edition. It's more, it's converted
okay.
itself to fluff more than it is to rulings.
Yeah, because I had no idea about it. I was just wondering if it did anything.
The good thing is the morality matches. So he's lawful good, the sword's chaotic good, so the good
Right.
will match each other. He
Okay,
does
good.
smite, he has, the undead abilities, all the rest of these things. So if anything, Plaz might just end up being a little bit more aggressive when it comes to undead. Otherwise, I think the sword will like him just fine.
Good. Then that's a perfect fit for you.
Awesome. So I have a sun sword. Oh,
You
and
got to rename yourself Thundar now.
nope.
He's not a barbarian.
What is the name of your sword? Don't sentient swords have names in that?
I'll let you know when it tells me.
Okay. And you mentioned something about crystal.
Yeah,
Like
it
a
used
crystal
to
sword?
it used to be a crystal blade, and that's why it wants revenge, because it actually used to belong to Strahd's brother, Sergei von Zarovich, and it's an original form. It had a platinum hilt and guard and a thin crystal blade. And
We
Strahd,
need to get that fixed for you.
well, I don't want it fixed. Plaz doesn't want it fixed.
It's probably
Oh,
a
okay.
stronger sword now because
Yeah.
Oh, would it be? Okay.
And it does have the properties of the Sunblade in the DMG, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Pretty
All right.
close.
Okay,
It's
so
slightly different.
cool. That's like
it is
so
slightly
awesome.
different from the Sunblade in the DMG. But
Yeah.
it is very close. In fact, the differences are minute. It's like, I think the differences are, some of the distances are slightly different in their powers, but for the most part, it is the same.
Okay. I have to build an effect though for that extra 1d8 on undead, right? I have to. It's not gonna. The weapon won't do it. I have to actually build an effect for that, right?
Yeah, just change what. So what you would do is you would change the damage that you're doing in the action page for your weapon. I think you can just do it there, can't you?
No, but it has radiant and magic as the damage. But in order to do the extra d8, I would have to do an if T effect, if T undead, and apply it.
Right.
FT undead, DMG, 1d8 radiant.
Right. Okay, so I'll build that.
Nice. Okay, just a second. I'm taking a couple notes and getting ready for the next steps here.
Okay.
I'm just changing up my spells since we took a long rest.
Yeah, take a minute to do all of that from your rest, and everybody should be healed. Back to normal again. And Thorn, you can remove your temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, I'm not a crocodile anymore.
Just do me a favor and get that sword a little further away from me, please.
It's a little too bright.
Yeah, actually, it's going to cause some interesting effects with Shanae.
Dark vision.
Well, with everything that she does, because if you have that out and you've turned it into sunlight,
I'm taking
she's a drow.
disadvantage on all of my rolls.
As long as that's if she's in the radius. So basically, there's a 30-foot radius around Plaz that she can't be.
Right, but I can
Pretty
control.
much.
I can also control the amount of radius. I can shrink it to 5 feet or whatever.
That's always
Right.
a good thing.
Bueno. Muy bueno.
The problems of being a dark elf.
Underworld problems.
I hate that
Ouch.
phrase.
Ouch.
Someone had to say it. Seriously, Rob, how often do you hear underworld problems?
Oh, I
could have
thought
done the hashtag in front of it.
I didn't hear. I thought I heard wrong. I heard first world problems is what I heard.
No, hashtag underworld problems.
Oh, awesome.
I heard underwear problems, but
That's what I heard as well.
That's a whole nother game session.
Mhm.
That's a personal game session.
Exactly.
Okay, who took notes?
Hashtag bunching.
I
I
did.
wrote a lot of stuff in my notepad.
They're in the notes. They're public in the notes thing. The ones I took.
Okay.
Does anybody have any things stronger than regular healing potions?
no. All of mine are the low-level healing potions. But I feel great this morning. I have the color back in me.
So we have 19 potions of healing, and Rourke has the one with the big O in the of.
The big O?
The what?
Yeah, because there's two versions of the potion of the healing. One has the big O in of, and one has a small O in of. Like, modules will give you the ones with the small O, but the player's handbook is the one that gives you the one with the big O.
Oh.
Because Rob makes us change that because it's confusing.
Oh yeah. Because I should actually report that as an error because it should be. What is it? The one in the player's handbook has a big O. That's a mistake.
Yeah. And all modules use the ones with the small O.
Right, and so I should report that error so they can change that in the player's handbook because I'll bet you a lot of people run into that and just they don't. They're like whatever, let's just fix it and move on. But it makes me all crazy.
Oh, I understand because my OCD's kicking in right now. I see
Right,
two
right.
different sets of potions. It's killing me.
Rob, where under the notes is this?
Oh, sorry. In the notes, I have it labeled as game notes.
It's the top first one.
Top one. And then it's public, so you should be able to open that. And it says Melvin's game uses advantage flanking, and then all the clues are below that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm looking through my notes for one more thing. Keep talking.
So Jeff, is that right? The effect I built?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe. I can't remember if you needed to put type in like that or not.
The example uses ranged, and so I don't know if that's supposed to say melee or radiant, but let me check again.
It's supposed to say radiant because anytime they use the damage after the damage type after the dice, it's what type you're doing for the damage. So.
Oh right,
If you
yeah,
do it
because I
blend,
see.
it'll do whatever the weapon does.
Right, I see I see now. Holy Avenger is an example. It says if fiend or undead, it does 2d10 radiant. So that's right. Okay, cool.
Though you may want to change the expend effect and everything on it as well, though.
Oh right.
That way, you're not randomly using it with like your javelin of lightning or your breath or something like that, and suddenly you're doing extra damage.
Yeah, you can't put if. You can't do if type attack. Like.
No,
yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't. But yeah, you just have to do it like almost like Colossus Slayer, where you just activate it each time you do damage.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks.
Especially if you don't know, or you're not supposed to know, what type the creature is that you're fighting.
Right, it would be great just to have it do it automatically without me knowing it, but that you'd have to. Well, what I could do is put it on as a permanent effect and then take it off if I'm not using Sons Hoard.
That's true too. You could. Or since Melvin doesn't have anything else to do while he runs a game, I mean, this is a game master. We just sit back and let these guys do whatever they want to. He can just add the damage. I mean, it's just another thing for him to do. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to prevent. I'm very tuned into the DM's pain regarding stuff like that.
Okay, I'm back. If you ever run this module, you'll see that there's like 5,000 windows you have to open just to get this stuff. And I don't think it was very well designed myself, but that's all right. Figured out what we need to figure out now. Okay, now I'm going to start reading all the whispers that have been coming in.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
So, Osborne, your first question? I don't know.
Didn't ask one.
Oh, really?
So me neither.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I asked on like the beginning of the night. But...
No worries.
I don't think you want self, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That
because
the effect to yourself.
if target is undead, then I apply. Yeah, that's right. So I'll just have to keep an eye on that if I decide I'm using any other weapon besides the Sons Hoard.
Why would you use any other weapon other than that damn Sons Hoard?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, after the discussion we had about Shanae, then I can control the amount of light.
Do you have a shield too?
She's just a drow whore. Who cares?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Because if you have a shield, you can use a shield with that sword.
Right.
So Madame Eva is up and she's seeing you off as you prepare to leave camp. I'm assuming that's what you're going to do. She asked you if you found everything you needed.
Do they have a shield?
They could probably find one. These are the Vistani. They're willing to sell all sorts of stuff.
I would like to buy.
Ask her about that?
Yes, I would love to buy a shield and increase my armor class.
Okay.
What's your AC now?
So yes, the Vistani will sell you anything out of the player's handbook for equipment.
Okay, great. So I will buy a shield.
Okay.
I will take care of adding that.
Thank you.
Osborne, all you have to do is /R.
And that's regular price from the handbook. It's not extortion at all.
Okay, great.
Why?
Anybody else need anything before you go?
I want to buy a shield as well.
Do they have magical gear of any kind?
Only what you've just picked up.
Like potions or scrolls or basics kind of thing?
They do have
10 gold pieces.
potions of healing.
I'm pretty sure we're stacked up on potions of healing. Maybe if we can get greater healing.
No, they don't have that.
Because we have 19 potions of healing.
Yeah, all they have is the stuff that's in that player's handbook equipment guide.
All right, I'm ready to do some fizziting.
I mean, I'm ready whenever you guys are. So I feel good this morning. Hell, I'd be willing to walk out naked right now because I'm feeling so good.
Madame comes out and she sees you off, so she asks you a couple more questions, like what are your next plans? She wants to know where you're going.
Well, Mom, we'll be back by midnight. And
And she also explains to you that there's a footpath that continues on north the direction that you came, but the road that you followed is just going to lead you to the Falls of Tser. If you want, you can get there to the Falls of Tser and see what's happening there. She says if you want to continue on the road, you need to backtrack to the fork in the road and take the other turn.
I think we should go to the lake.
Yeah,
That's where we were supposed to go.
The
Yeah.
Sir Pool.
Yeah, that first.
Sure.
So you're camped on Serpool right now, and it's right there. It's right next to the camp. So
Right,
you can
okay.
see it right there.
Yeah, that's the pool I was swimming in.
Okay, so
And the
we need to
Vistani don't have any
go.
more information. This group of Vistani doesn't have any more information about anything that it was talking about with the girl.
Oh, okay. So the Vistani camp is on the west bank of Sirpool.
Yes.
So that means most likely the pool that we're looking for that says seek the pool to the west is actually further west from here.
Yeah.
Right.
So I say
So I
we
guess we're
head.
traveling to the west.
Yeah, we'll go up the path north along the river and head out west.
Okay, Ismark and Irina join you again. And
They're not very
As-
talkative, are they?
as Madame Eva sees Irina, she stares at her, and her face turns white, and she ducks back into her wagon.
Hmm. That's crazy old woman again.
Maybe I
I'm
should
serious
ask
about me taking
Irina.
all my clothes off. I mean, I scare her.
Maybe I should ask Irina what she knows about Madame Eva.
Or maybe the reverse.
Or the reverse. True, both.
Yeah, go ahead and ask her. Role play it.
Who do you want to ask first? I ask Irina what she knows about Madame Eva, if she's seen her before, if she's heard any rumors as to how trustworthy she is, and start with that.
And she looks at you with kind of big innocent eyes and says,
Ah,
well, I don't know
fuck.
anything about her. I've never met her before.
It's gonna
I
take
think
2
you
actions to
lied.
reduce that to 5 feet. That's bullshit.
Insight check.
Okay, one sec. in the dice tower or not?
No, go ahead and just roll it in the chat bar,
Okay.
chat frame.
Not enough to know anything.
It doesn't seem like she's lying, and it doesn't really seem like she's telling the truth.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else anybody wanted to do while you're here?
Or he typed that he
I
goes
typed
into
out.
the. He typed what he wants to.
Her door is locked. You mean her tent?
Her tent.
Have you ever met a girl
Yeah, her
that you
door's
tried
locked.
to
You
date,
knock on it.
but a year?
Yeah, I knock on it.
There's no answer.
All right. Then I just turn around and follow back to the party. And
Okay.
her crazy old lady again.
Are you going to tell us that you tried to ask her the door was locked?
Yep.
Okay, well, I tell you that I believe that has something to do with Irina, but I'm not sure what, because Irina
I'm
won't
sure
say.
it has something to do with Irina. I just was trying to find out. But
Same
crazy old
here, and
lady
I-
locked her door.
And I tell you what Irina told me, that she said that she never met her before at all. And I tell her I personally do not know or believe it to not be true.
You don't
Okay.
believe Irina?
I don't believe Irina, yes.
Okay, everybody's ready to go. What are we going
Okay.
to do next? It's morning.
Can I
It's-
inside check Torm?
Go ahead.
Are
It's
you
morning,
rolling?
but this.
What? Dwarves have big
Yes, what
dicks.
did you
I
want to
see
know
what you're
about,
saying.
I just wanted to know if he was lying to me.
You get the distinct feeling that he's not lying to you.
All right.
Okay, so you're at the little camp there of Serpool. Do you want to head? You have two choices. You can follow the river. You can follow the road that turns into the footpath off to the west, or you can go south.
I want to go west towards that lake.
Okay.
You guys want to follow the river or the road?
The vote is in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Good question. Everybody vote, please. Say X for no.
X means you want to go down south on the road. Looks like we've got almost unanimous river.
Majority
Susie is busy
rules.
Because Susie is actually away from her computer at the moment.
Oh, she's vomiting a watch? Is that what she's doing?
No, she's actually looking for a charger. So,
Oh, okay. So she can
Cell
plug in
phone,
her
huh?
phone and chew on that.
yes.
Okay, so I'm sure she would agree as long as I stay away from her 30 feet, she would come along the river as well.
Yes, she'll come along the river.
Okay, as you follow the river at the base, it turns into a base of a canyon. And far above you, you can see a bridge. And I'm going to open up more map.
Just as a side note, this is really cool. Thinking back to the 80s when I played Ravenloft, I only remember doing like the castle or whatever. I don't remember anything else about it, but I don't remember
Yeah.
there was no overland, there was no meeting of any kind of people. It was just kind of like a thing. Anyway, this is
Just
really
go to
cool.
the castle and fight the vampire.
Right.
You
Oh,
think
there's
that
a
was
pool.
what was where- Yeah.
So way up above you, you see a bridge crossing over this little canyon, and it's the spot where the canyon comes together closest. As you follow the road, it just follows along this river here, and it takes you underneath the river over to a little pond. And on the left-hand side, you see the falls. The falls. Waterfall spills into the misty pool 1,000 feet.
We're on the level where the bottom of the waterfalls, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
So the chasm walls are slippery and they're sheer, You might be able to climb it with the climbing kit, or you might be able to climb it with a climbing skill.
Hey.
That's what you can see for now.
You have both?
Yeah, I have the climbing skill and I have a climber's kit.
Oh, I think you should check it because I don't have either or the skill.
I could have the climbing skill if I transform into a giant spider.
Sorry, never mind. I don't have a climbing kit. I thought I did.
Looking up to the bridge up above you, and the bridge isn't 1,000 feet above you. The bridge is only a couple hundred feet above you, but it would still require some climbing tools and things to get up there. But you do see some figures up on the bridge. The sunlight is not pure sunlight here. And again, as in Barovia, there's never the full effect of actual sunlight. It's always just a little bit hazed.
So
I can
watch out
fix
for the
that.
draw. I can fix that too.
So the clue said that seek the pool. So do we think we want to, send at least one person into the pool to search around in there?
Go ahead.
I know somebody who can turn into a crocodile.
Well,
Good idea.
my suggestion. My voice hurts still from last night. My suggestion. Why don't we save some of Thorin's transformative abilities,
Yes.
where they're not uniquely specific, like no need for a spider right now, no need for a crocodile right now, because we have other people in the party who have skill being able to do these things, and we could utilize him as a bear, a wolf, a horse, an ox, something else later on.
I agree.
I would like to suggest, because I wasn't sure if I needed this, but I prepared it anyways, water breathing.
How about a sheep?
Sweet.
I'm asking for a friend.
How about what?
A sheep.
I need to just give me a minute.
Keep it friendly.
Oh my god! Yeah,
No.
yeah. That sounds like an offer to be pretty friendly.
I just read the spell, so I didn't have to prepare it, because I can cast it as a ritual.
Oh, you.
And it's a
Oh my
duration
god.
of 24 hours for water breathing.
Yeah, go for it. Is that what you want to do?
So I'll
I'm
sit
gonna climb
down. I'll sit down and do it as a ritual instead of using a spell slot.
Okay.
Who wants to have water breathing?
Oh, how many
wait.
people can you give it to?
Oh, this spell grants up to 10 willing creatures.
Oh,
Okay, then
let's all.
We're going swimming.
We're all very excited at this point.
Okay.
All right. I sit down and cast water breathing on us for 10 minutes, or for 24 hours.
Okay, when he's done with that, I'm gonna climb my happy black butt up to the bridge.
Okay. I'm going to put your tokens on this app a minute.
Okay.
I wish I would have seen that it was a ritual spell. I would have never prepared it.
But I have to do this on the right layer.
I'm sorry, she's a sexy NPC.
Right? He's not so bad either.
He's not.
I'm not
Oswald's kinda sexy.
I'm not
You
gay,
turn
but I
into a
am
little-
50, so
Oh, this might not work with this map.
you can because it's not going to scale them, but we could just do the best.
Right.
There, I gave you all the effect.
Sweet! I can breathe in water!
Is there any way you can give me that map again, Melvin, when you get around to it?
Yep.
You
Thank
can
you.
go right into the maps folder.
Yeah, I didn't
Torm.
see which one it was.
You should have it now.
I see it. Thank you.
It's called Map Barovia for the future.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's another thing. I wish Fantasy Grounds would put the title on, like, up in that bar there or whatever. That would be so cool.
It sounded like a campaign ad. Map Barovia for the future.
Okay,
Right?
so Shanae is climbing up to the bridge, and the rest of you are going into the water, right? Is that what I
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, yeah.
There, you said there's figures on top of the bridge as well, like moving, living creature figures, or
As far as you can tell, there looks like people up there.
I think I should probably help Shanae then.
Do they see us?
How would your character know that? I have no way of
We're
answering
looking at
that.
them. Are they looking at us?
I have no way of answering that.
He said all we see is shadowy figures, so we can't see if they're actually
I didn't hear
looking
that
at
part.
us.
Yeah, so I'll climb up there. I mean, I'm experienced. I'm an experienced climber. I do have proficiency in the ability, so
There's one on each corner of the bridge up there.
one on each corner of the bridge.
Yeah,
Like standing on the bridge itself, or like on the railing.
up on the railings of the bridge. Well, from down below, it looks like there are people standing on each of the bridge.
Okay, well then I'll climb up an opposite corner of Shanae.
Okay, so you guys climb up the embankment, and you make it successfully to the top. No skills required, but you make it up to the top, and you see that those shadowy figures are gargoyles.
Are they stone right now?
They're cloaked in black moss.
Oh, are we saying as in the monster gargoyle, or as in the Art Deco gargoyle?
Yes.
Yes to both.
Okay.
The
Well, usually
gargoyles
our-
were in the description of the bridge.
Yeah, you aren't usually gargoyles stone during the day.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
So
I
am I
don't-
looking at Bronx and Lexington, or
In the meantime, the rest of you who are searching the pool, you find, just 1 second, if I can find the right source quickly enough, which I never can. Oh, that's weird. I've never seen one of these. You find a small totem
In the water?
in the water.
Yeah, we do.
and It looks like a feather. I'm going to put it in the party sheet.
As in a Quall's feather totem? Boy, Melvin, you're really bringing me back to first edition right now. Let me tell you, between the Bolero, Quall's feather tokens, I mean, I'm really beginning to get some nostalgia going on.
But that's all you find. You just find this little small token in
So
that
it-
whole pool.
It's the appearance of a feather, but is it like wood or metal or like what's the you know what I'm saying?
You can read it there.
So is it a feather?
Yeah. Is it
What's the
actual
what's the
feather, or is
material?
it made of wood?
Yeah.
It
'Cause
feels
just
like,
has the appearance of a feather. That's all.
right, it feels like wood.
Okay, that's good enough. So it's just so that we know it's something that isn't a
Who
feather
wants to
but
pick it
represents a feather. I'll pick it up if nobody else wants to.
You can
Go
pick
for
it
it.
up.
Okay, I'll drag it to my sheet, and then if I
And now
blow
you're
it,
cursed.
if I blow up, yeah, exactly. If I die, then somebody can just not take it.
Oh, something got rolled.
Melvin, did you see that I whispered you?
I did, and the answer is no.
Okay, thank you.
Now I lost it. Where to go? Oh, I
Would
see
you
where I
lose?
lost it. Who took it? Oh, so
Oh,
Alfred.
Plaz took the token, the totem,
No worries.
and the pool was seek the pool, or the clue was seek the pool to the west and get the item to understand your enemy. So hopefully that'll do something for us someday. And I'm bolding out the clues that we've done in the notes in case you guys look in there.
Hopefully nothing bad happened to Plaz when he picked it up, right?
Nothing bad happened.
I have not
Okay,
received a whisper that says you are dead.
Yet.
So Plaz is now the PMD.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm looking for one more bit of information here.
PMD, I wish I knew what that was.
You can believe
Roll
how confusing
initiative.
this can get.
A 1968 VW Beetle thoroughly rusted out with the body of Jimmy Hoffa stuffed in
I
the...
was just reading my spell Water Walk. I can cast that as a ritual too. I really need to read these spells because it's like, oh yeah, that's a ritual. I don't need to prepare it.
I love that about D&D, doing something you've never done and then learning as you go, oh, I didn't need to do that, crap.
Because now I got a level 3 spell that I wasted a slot for.
Right.
I was kind of hoping to find remove curse was a ritual, but it's not.
Yeah, I wish it was.
I'm actually going back to that hint just to make sure that that was the same hint.
But at least Water Walk and Water Breathing are not concentration spells, they're duration spells. So I can actually cast them both at one time.
At some down point, I'm gonna need somebody to do remove curse so I can stop being blue.
Torm will have to do that because I don't know remove curse yet.
Okay.
So you'll have to ask him to, when next time we take a long rest, to prepare to remove curse.
Speaking of concentration spells, I have a question.
Sure.
Do they only last as long as you concentrate on them?
Correct.
Yep.
I thought so. Okay.
It will say concentration and then a duration. Like you can concentrate on it for, sometimes they'll say 1 minute, and you can concentrate only for 1 minute on that spell. Or
Yeah,
you
it'll
can
say
just
up
concentrate
to, correct?
for 10 seconds and then say, oh, I forget it. I'm not concentrating on the spell no more.
Okay. So
But
it
then-
says like concentration up to 10 minutes or whatever. Isn't that what it says?
It will say
Yeah.
up to 10 minutes, and then you're concentrating on it up to 10 minutes. But then, if you take damage, you're supposed to roll a concentration saving throw, which is your Constitution saving throw. You get lower than a 10, then you lose concentration on the spell.
The other thing that can break that, Charles, is that if you cast another spell that's a concentration spell, the first one goes away.
I knew
Yes.
that as well. I just wanted to make sure I was kind of correct on that.
Yep.
Unless you have a magic item that gives you the option to do have multiple concentration spells up at once.
Which I just found at the bottom of the pool, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the hint that you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Could I have that item then?
It's not true.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, what's next?
Do we want to continue going further west about the child? Or the child, I mean?
You can't climb the falls,
Okay.
and
then I
it's a
think
steep canyon along the sides. The only place you can get up is over there where Rurik and Shanae climbed up to the top.
Yeah, I guess the rest of us are climbing up the wall.
How far was it up? How far was it up to the top, Melvin?
It's about 150 feet or so.
I
up to
don't
the
have
bridge.
a climber's kit or the skills.
I do have rope. Shanae has rope.
I
And
have rope too, but I
pythons.
didn't give it to you.
I have pitons as well.
You do. And they're probably still set in the wall, correct?
No, they're already up at the top.
Oh, yeah, that would be, never mind.
You've got enough equipment and enough skill that this isn't a challenge. You can all get to the top, to the bridge, where there are 4 gargoyles, 1 on each corner.
Then I'll go ahead and do that as well.
Melvin, Osborne
Yes.
would like to ask the other two, is this the direction we should be going? Because aren't we supposed to take her to a town?
Oh, let's do that.
Okay. Are you asking Ismark?
Is Mark or the other one? Yeah.
Yeah, so if you talk to Ismark about it, he says yes. He says Father Vodanovich said we should take her to Kresk. He said,
Then let's
but,
do that.
but I've heard that the village of Valaki is very well guarded, and that might be safe as well, he says.
Which one are we headed towards?
We're headed.
And he kind of shrugs his shoulders. He says there's only one road in Barovia.
That all guides to Castle Strahd.
Let's follow it.
Okay.
So, do you cross the bridge?
Yes.
Yes.
We crossed the bridge.
And the gargoyles just sit there smiling at you. Nothing happens.
They smile.
Nothing happens. They're just grinning gargoyles. But nothing happens.
Actually, the description says frowns are weather worn. Just saying.
Yep. But you see a smile when you look at it.
Sneaky bastards.
Is it like
Right.
the angels from Doctor Who?
When we get across the bridge, I'm gonna sit down and do detect magic as a ritual because I want to see if that totem gives off any aura.
Oh, in that case, I can do it because I don't have detect magic prepared, but I do have it, so I can do it as a ritual as well.
Oh, okay, then there you go.
I thought you were gonna.
Detect magic is a ritual spell.
Yeah, I thought you were asking me if you wanted it. He whispered to me, everybody, which is why we're talking about this. But I thought you were gonna just do it instantly. So.
Yeah, I didn't know you didn't have it either. I didn't know you had it.
Okay.
So yeah, go for it.
So if we want to take time, I can detect magic on this totem to see if I can get anything off of it, you guys. If we don't want to do that, we
Yeah,
can
that's
press
fine.
on. Oh, okay. So
it's
then,
about 10 o'clock in the morning. As you look across the valley, you'd see way down into the valley where the river is coming through. You can see the river going through the valley, and it's beautiful. And across the way, you can see the very tops of Castle, whatever it's called, that one.
Castle
Ravencloft. Ravenloft. I got it mixed up with another name.
Ravenclaw.
You said good luck.
So you cast your ritual, Plaz, and
Yeah.
you feel radiation, magic radiation penetrating your senses.
Oh my god, I didn't need the laugh at the end. Holy crap. Okay, so but to get the full
Just a moment.
Oh, go ahead.
So as you're taking the time to do that, you also become attuned to this item.
Ah.
So just a second. I'm looking for your inventory.
So am I. So when you undo it, I can see it.
I have to find it first.
That's what. Oh, never mind.
And the feather totem.
That's
turned
what
you
my
into
prom date
the
said.
Raven Lord.
Yeah. Castle Dwarven
You
Clock.
become Malkovik's cat.
I honestly don't see it. Where to go?
It's called a small totem, so it's probably the first thing listed, a small totem. And I click on ID, but of course it doesn't do anything when I do it.
I'm still looking.
It should be the top one.
boy. Yeah, the top one starts with backpack.
Ooh. Maybe,
I am looking in the right thing, right? I'm in Plaz?
yeah, you're in Plaz, it's the top one. Maybe it won't, maybe in the party sheet, you have to go to inventory and refresh inventory. And it I don't,
Yeah, the party inventory.
yeah, I don't know that is what is needed, but that seems
There it is. Number 1.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't see it in Plaza's actual inventory. So the
Yeah, but
actual
you
item.
you should be able to open it from the party inventory.
They don't provide a link.
No, they don't. But it is.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can drag it into the chat in a second.
Yeah, would you do that? Because it didn't
There it is.
refresh your. It did not refresh your equipment for me. That's strange.
But can you open the link?
Nay, cannot.
No, but the DM should be able to open it and then ID it.
Yes, I can do that. Okay, so this tiny object looks like a feather. Just a moment. That's what it looks like.
Ooh, it looks like something Shanae should dance with in the moonlight.
Or wearing her hair.
Okay, it's identified.
This object looks like a feather. Different types of feather tokens exist, which is a different single-use effect. The DM chooses the kind of token and determines it randomly. So I guess you got to tell me which one.
Wind fan.
Wind fan?
No, wind fan. There's a feather token called wind fan.
Yeah.
So which one is it, Melvin?
That's the one that does wind, right?
Well, the one that I randomly rolled on is actually fan, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, it's here. It's here.
It doesn't. The problem is it doesn't make sense for this particular campaign, and I'd rather it be a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
One.
Yeah, the fan one. If you are on a boat or a ship, whoops. Okay.
I'm overwriting the dice.
Okay. So which one should I say it is?
He's
Which one would you
pick one?
Oh, you. Oh,
Which
oh, well. Should I read them off to everybody, or so we can?
Just read the names of them.
Okay, there's anchor. There's bird. There's fan, of course. There's swan boat. There is tree, and there's whip, and that's it.
Bird.
I'm getting married, I guess. I have no idea what it does.
You can use an action to toss the token 5 feet into the air. The token disappears, and an enormous multicolored bird takes its place. The bird has the statistics of a roc, R-O-C, see Monster Manual.
Yeah, then bird.
But it
I
obeys
like
your
that.
simple commands and can't attack. It can carry up to 500 pounds while flying at its maximum speed, 16 miles an hour, for a maximum of 144 miles per day. With a 1-hour rest
travel form.
for every 3 hours of flying, or 1,000 pounds at half speed, the bird disappears after it's flying a maximum distance for a day and drops to 0 hit points. You can dismiss the bird as an action. All right, that sounds cool.
I would say bird, and then instead of it being a giant multicolored rock, make it a giant raven to match Ravenloft.
Hey, I like that.
There we go.
Well, you'll have to actually use it to see what it does.
Okay, so I'm gonna say bird token, and then we'll whip that out when we need it, I guess.
I'm going to share a new image with you. So bird token, this one. I think. Hang on. Nope, that was the wrong one. There you go. Better one.
Hello. Awesome.
Yeah, now it looks like that.
There we go. I like that one. That's a good one.
All right.
And interestingly enough, that is no longer on my sheet.
Oh, no.
What the
It should
hell?
be under Q for qual.
Oh, it
yeah.
is. How
It's
do
a
you know
different
this
name
stuff? It is there, yeah.
He's remembering this item from many years ago.
Yes, I am. I'm not even. Wow. I mean, we're talking 30 plus years of gaming, and this is where it's all coming from.
All right, so yeah, it's there. So I got it. Okay, cool. Awesome. That was awesome. So if anybody thinks they would like to carry that as opposed to me, I'm open to that as well. I'm assuming maybe a person who, when a fight breaks out, if we need it during a fight, which I don't think we will because it can't fight, it's going to maybe more carry us somewhere.
Yeah, it's more of a travel form.
Yeah, but anyway, I have it. If somebody wants it, just let me know.
You know what? Why don't we let Shanae carry it? Because of anybody who will be in a fight, she will be the first one to be able to disengage and get us the heck
Correct.
out of it.
Okay, so good. So I'll put that back in the. I'll put that back in the sheet then, so you can take it, Shanae.
All right, no worries.
Yeah, that cunning action, disengage, and then throw it.
Okay, it's in there.
A hidden bundle.
Okay, so you're all done with the casting. You figured out what that is, and now it's time to figure out what to do next.
We need to bring Irina and Ismark to someplace.
Kresk.
Or Kresk, yeah.
Kresk.
So did we find that hidden bundle you just rolled on?
Nope.
It put a link in the chat that I just opened. I should not be seeing that, should I not?
Yeah, I read it too.
Okay, I closed it. I didn't read it.
Sorry.
Yeah, the new Fantasy Grounds thing where when you roll something, it can put it as a story, a table, or a chat, or whatever. So that's what. Yeah.
Default is story anymore, so you got to be careful.
Right.
I know. Our and I can't figure out where it is to turn it off, so I don't know what to do.
It's at the top of the table, right next to the dice, is a box that gives you the different options. You have to unlock your table, change your option, then relock your table.
Oh, God. Okay.
Because we didn't have enough work to do to begin with.
Exactly.
I know.
Right, so we're heading towards the town, I guess?
Yeah.
I still don't see where that hidden bundle came from. That's weird.
Looks like it came from your random encounter roll.
Yeah, you rolled a random encounter, and it says if there was no encounter, we found that hidden bundle.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's an encounter according to what it says. I didn't read anything else.
DM was
other
trying to
than that.
screw us with an encounter. Awesome. But instead we found a hidden bundle.
But he's not getting off the bundle.
Damned random encounter tables.
Well, just a second. I'm still trying to get my brain together.
It's 9 o'clock my time. Should we take our break pretty soon?
Yeah, go out and have a smoke while I figure out what the heck I have.
Okay, I'll
what
go
I did.
and have a smoke and be right back.
Chat wants us to bring Irina and Ismark to the castle.
Kresk is where I want to take them.
Chat could eat a.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay, so this is a hidden bundle of clothes that belong to a werewolf.
Yeah, but that's metagaming. You shouldn't even have seen it.
Yeah.
It wasn't dropped. You didn't see it. It didn't come. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break.
Blasters, no droids.
Yeah.
5 minute break. Would that be all right?
Sure.
Sure.
Thanks.
Should play Little Girl from Ipanema during breaks.
Dun, 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 dun.
So it should not have put that into the chat window because the visibility on it is turned off.
Yeah, I think if you roll it and the thing says chat, it'll just put it in there. It's like a weird thing. I haven't worked with it too much.
Unless you actually dragged it around the chat bar, it will drop it in the chat bar.
Yeah.
You can always unshare it.
Well, I was trying to figure that out too. Couldn't figure that one out either.
I don't think if it puts it in chat, it doesn't create a story entry, so therefore you can't unshare it.
No, there is a story entry for it. If you go to the story, there is a story entry made.
Oh, is there? Oh,
Only
cool.
if you changed it to story output.
Yeah, I don't think if you do chat, it does a story output.
No, if it's directly to chat, then no, there's no story output.
Right, so he
But
can't.
in this case, there is one, and the only thing that you'd have to do is you just open it as the GM, right-click on it, and then just stop sharing.
I never thought about looking in the story thing.
Oh,
That's
it is there. Interesting.
That's funny.
So yeah, you can just unshare that one, Melvin, then it'll take it away from us.
Gotcha. Okay. That's weird.
And now if we click on the link in the chat, it doesn't allow us to do it. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that is cool.
Awesome.
Looks like I got a slide to change, Curse of Strahd. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Where do I do that? Oh yeah, go to Canva. Curse of Strahd. April
Susie's trying to convince me to
30th.
buy mini pigs.
Huh? Mini pigs.
Mini pigs. There's an animal park that's not even 10 miles away from our house. They have giraffes and all sorts of stuff. Well, apparently their miniature pigs just had babies. And she wants one of these mini pig babies.
Oh, as a pet?
I hope she wants it for dinner.
Oh yeah, raise it and then butcher it. Yeah, there you go.
Not with 4 kids.
No.
We have
Well, they
2
gotta
dogs and a
learn.
cat already. I don't need a pig running around here too.
I really want a teacup piggy, but he won't let me get a teacup piggy.
Get rid of the dog and cat, then you can get the pig.
Teacup piggies in a teacup. I didn't think it would be that big a deal.
They do not fit flipping.
That is awesome.
Teacup piggies only get to be about 5 or 6 pounds. They don't get bigger than that.
I already told you what our next
anything
pet's
5
gonna
or
be.
6 pounds in it.
It fits in
How
a
big is
teacup. It's
teacup you're
cute.
drinking out of?
Yeah. Yeah. Our next pet is gonna be a pygmy marmoset, and I'm gonna name him Joe. And he's gonna live in a coffee cup on my desk, and it'll be a cup of Joe.
If you get the pygmy marmoset, I get the piggy.
And then my pygmy marmoset can ride your piggy.
That works for me.
I like how everybody just went very quiet.
Because I'm looking up teacup piggy now to see if they actually fit in the teacup.
They're so stinking cute. It's insane.
I think these images are blown out of proportion. I don't think those are actual teacups.
They're probably French teacups, which are the size of a cereal bowl.
Yeah.
And of course, please keep in mind that my wife loves to bring animals into bed with us. I am not sleeping with no effing pig. Susie, stop snoring.
It was me.
Did they actually breed these piggies to be this small?
Yes. They're okay. A small teacup pig weighs 25 pounds. A micro mini teacup pig weighs 17 pounds, and a super micro nano teacup pig weighs 12 pounds.
And that's at full when it gets
That's
to
an
adult size? Okay.
Yeah, that's adult.
Awesome.
No.
Biggie, 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 biggie.
No.
I was thinking we were going to get pigs this year, but we're going to wait another year.
Now, do you raise them as pets or for food?
We have not
that'd be
encountered
fun.
a werewolf
What
yet
animal are we talking about?
that I remember. No, we have not.
I am contemplating picking up chickens.
We might be soon,
Yeah.
My
though.
sister is raising chickens.
Was that hard to do?
Not really.
I would.
Ooh,
got
he took
15
us all
chicks
off
in
the
the other
map.
room
That
right
means we're
now.
going to be
Yeah.
going to somewhere else.
You live on a farm or?
I live in the country.
Yeah, he lives in
It's-
Maine.
It's
Oh,
not
in Maine.
a.
Okay.
It's not really a functional farm.
Okay.
If you're here, check the vote, guys.
I did.
Get out the vote.
Rock the vote.
One.
My sister
All right.
lives in West Virginia.
Oh, okay. We're here.
Awesome.
So you mean your sister mom?
Exactly, West
My
Virginia.
sister-
See what you did there?
No, she originally lived in New York. She moved to West
I
Virginia
know.
because her husband's in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. So,
Do we have a
Oh,
large Air Force contingent in West Virginia?
He went there for work because he's, I guess, a trainer now.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm just going to use one token to kind of show where we are
Okay.
as you're traveling. As you travel through the canyons, you notice the canyons get pretty high up to the sides of you.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. Opening a little more of it there for you. And as you come around the corner, you see this. Hang on.
Every time you say something like that, Melvin, all I can think of inside my head is the minions going dun dun dun.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the road splits into two.
Always go right? I don't know.
Go left, young man, go left.
We should ask Arena or Ismark if they would know which way is best.
While they do that with my new super senses, I sniff the air.
And Ismark explains that they've never traveled out of their town because people in Barovia don't typically travel, especially at night. So you see the road is split into two and it widens towards the east. There you see patches of cobblestone suggesting that perhaps the eastern branch road was once an important thoroughfare, but it's decrepit now.
Oh, I forgot, Melvin, since we're traveling in the outside, can I roll on my herbalism table?
Yes. You can roll it 6 times. And use...
Am I using the forest one?
Yep, use the forest table. So you got 6 common herbs. Good job.
Thank you.
I only see 5, actually.
One more.
Oh, I rolled 6.
Oh, really? I only see 5 results.
Yeah, I only see 5.
Finding herb forest, unable to find results.
Ah.
It said what?
It said the last one. It says I rolled a 92. It says table A07 finding herbs forest unable to find results now or row or column. Oh, there's no row. There's no row for that result.
Let me take a look at it. I'm pretty sure it's a. I'm pretty sure it's a rare herb. So give yourself a rare herb.
Sweet.
92 would be an uncommon herb.
Oh,
Or,
uncommon.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, because you got the numbers written down wrong. You got it
In the forest.
59 and then 99 to 100. So it should be 80 to 100, right?
Oh, yeah, actually it's fixed on mine.
Okay.
Just a minute, I'm going to share this one with you, I guess. That's, weird.
So then that would be a rare herb, huh?
Yeah, it's rare.
So I found 5 common and 1 rare.
Start brewing, buddy.
Let me check those numbers. Yeah, the highest you got was a 44. So the 97, yep, is a rare. And yeah, go ahead and just change that number. It should have been 80 to 100 is rare.
Well, I can't change the tables.
Sorry, I'll share this one with you. Get that?
I'll just close the herbalism book in the modules and then reopen it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. Well, it should work. I don't know. I don't remember if it got fixed in the module.
It's fixed now.
Okay. All right. So you see the fork in the road. And as you get a little closer to it, you see even more. Off to the northwest, you see another gate that looks identical to the gates that you came through when you first came to Barovia.
Keep going.
Nice big picture for you. These gates are identical to the ones that you just came through when you came into Barovia, except for you're on the other side of them. But they look the same on both sides, basically.
Except now we see their butts.
Yeah.
Are the heads still chopped off?
Yep, laying there on the ground, you can see one of them.
Oh, right,
you see
okay.
both of them. They're both there on the ground.
I see him. I like that picture. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we saw that before.
Right.
Oh, okay. That was the one I missed.
You might not have been here for that. That was when we first we saw that the day we got pulled into Barovia from talking to Gundren Rockseeker or whatever that was.
Yeah, I missed that due to moving.
Here's a description. So which direction are you going?
Which direction does Ismark point?
He's never traveled out here before, but since the Kresk village is supposed to be to the west, he suggests you go to the west.
I guess we get to go through the giant gates.
Yep.
Okay. As you approach the gates,
Hey, Y Guy, thanks for the follow, man.
gates
Appreciate that.
screech as the hinges move.
Oh, yes.
Move.
You will now be
And just as you
notified whenever
reach
I
it,
stream.
The gates open up, and as you cross through, after the last person crosses, the hinges close, screeching the whole way.
Nice.
They open and close on their own.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they did.
There's nothing ominous about that. It's just gates opening by themselves.
And now the forests, the forests now start closing in on you again.
I'm gonna sneak in, scout ahead.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Wait, that's not very still. Where you go?
Dwarf, if you cannot relax that voice box of yours, I will do it for you. Now hush your mouth and get to the back of the party.
Could it be stabby stabby?
Oh, yeah, I always knew you wanted me in the back.
Remember, family fun.
I didn't say anything nasty there. I was being good.
Innuendo is family fun.
Shanae, this is what you see. Just a sec.
Whoa. Crazy. Are you guys still there?
Okay, Rick, these are the things you see up there.
Yep, I got it. Thank you.
And now we can move on.
All right, I'm
And
in.
you've got 5 monitors on this thing.
Is that all she does is cast Bite?
At the moment. Okay, Osborne.
I don't know. It's awful crowded up there. Can I get through? I don't think I can get up there. Well,
You can get past Plaza and Torm.
I'm gonna go past that cart. Baz and Torm, all of that's considered
Difficult terrain.
right.
His movement's only 25.
So I think with a dash I could get up behind Shanae.
Probably, yep.
All right, yeah. Then I'm just gonna be in the way too. So, oh wait, is that? Don't I have a move so it doesn't count when I pass by people? Hang on a sec.
No worries.
I think that only works on large opponents.
Now, the problem is it's not descriptive enough. Halfling nimbleness. You can move through a space of any creature that is a size larger than yours.
Right,
Does
so
that
if you're
mean that space is? Does
Yeah.
that mean that space is not difficult terrain?
correct.
Thanks, John. You broke my wife. She's over here, like, hyperventilating. She's laughing so hard.
Sorry, say that again.
All right, halfling nimbleness. You can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than yours. Oh, now I see why she's laughing. But what I'm saying is, does that you can move through? So I assume that means it doesn't count towards difficult terrain.
That means that means friendly characters aren't a difficult terrain for you. Anything larger than you is not difficult terrain.
Actually, it doesn't say friendly or hostile.
Well, in 5e, there is no difficult terrain through friendly tokens.
That's not true.
That
Because I've
that's
never
not true.
seen a rule that says there
Yeah,
is.
it's in there. It's definitely written in the player's
It's
handbook.
in the movement.
Okay, Plaz, you should be able to take control of your character.
Thank you. By the way, after going through all this and just now getting back to where I can play, I've got like 15 minutes left on my battery.
An hour, so
That was 15 minutes ago.
all right. So if I can move there and dash, get to the top.
You can get to the top. I mean, you can get up there with a dash. Yes.
Actually, I want to take one step back. Something like that.
Okay. All right.
And quicken spell and chromatic orb.
Do any of those require an action? Because you used that for your dash, right?
Quicken spell makes it a bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and attack her.
I gotta check off all my points and everything.
Did she heal herself that I missed?
Nobody knows. That's
Nobody
metagaming.
knows.
Nobody knows the healing I've seen.
See, you have to think about this though, Torm. You can't see her.
Yeah, true.
So, what are you asking about healing for?
Well, I was just looking at the combat tracker. I didn't think I couldn't see her and see what was going on.
But
While
that-
I was on the
and
stairs
so-
over
so-
the little railing on the left.
Torm is metagaming.
That is
Okay.
the epitome of metagaming.
Oh,
Let's
thank
let's not do that again. In
I
fact, you
won't.
can just. I'll tell you what. You just used up your inspiration.
okay.
It's gone.
Is that a
Punish
miss?
Punish my players who did so bad.
User disconnected from your channel.
That's a miss. Sorry, John.
That was Charles too that disconnected.
Charles is just disconnected.
Oh no.
That I can't believe that that's on purpose.
No.
It's quite coincidental that it happened.
No.
Yeah, that's got to be
You
it.
probably hit the wrong
Well,
button.
it didn't say he lost connection. It said he left, but so I hope it's not on purpose.
No, it does say he lost connection. At least on my side.
Okay, so where are we at?
Yeah, where are we at? It was
We're at
Storm.
him.
Torm's turn.
Oh, it's his turn.
We will move along. Thorin?
Yeah, I was just looking for the ruling on difficult terrain and moving through people. So, 5, 10, 15. That'd be 20. Then I have another 10 feet of movement. So I can get to there in 20 feet, and then I have another 10 feet to walk through her. Which I can't walk through Shanae, so I will... Where is it? I'll cast Hold Person on Morgatha.
Okay.
Can I see her from the stairway right there?
Yeah, you're tall enough to see her there.
And she made the save, so she's not held.
Right.
That's your turn.
Okay, so 15 gets me there, and is that space the same space that is to the right of Osborne?
That would be the space that Thorin is actually standing on.
Oh, okay, so that's going to actually be, so 10, 20. So I can get to there with 25, which will be next to her.
Right.
And
But you'd be up above her, so you're sitting up on top of the millstone.
okay, so make it, can I squeeze into the space that is north of her, which is kind of like half a space? Next, between,
Yeah,
you know, yeah,
you do
there. Yeah, okay, so then I'll be there.
Since it's not quite a square area.
And I was
Well,
dealing...
how much movement do you have? Because that'd be like 40 feet of movement to get
No,
to you,
that's
'cause you're
30. I
walking through
counted
3
it out.
people, right?
No, I'm not. I'm only walking through 2 people.
You're walking through Torm, me, and Shanae.
No, I went to the top, and then I went down and up. Down diagonal and up diagonal.
Well, isn't me, Torm, and Shanae are all on the stairs?
Yeah,
So-
I didn't.
Well, no.
No,
Shanae is not on the stairs.
Shanae's not on the stairs. Not on my map.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm actually. I guess you would say clinging to this woman.
I thought she was actually on the top of the stairs, so.
No.
Okay, so we have decided that we're putting the smackdown on this lady. Is that true?
Yeah, we've already hit her.
Yep.
Okay, then I will attack her with my I'm not using the sword at this point.
Okay.
So let me
You
just
can
give me.
attack her with the sword.
No, not the sword.
The Sons Hoard?
Not the sword?
No, not the sword. Not with Shanae standing next to me at this point.
Oh.
The sword is not going to be used. Yeah, so let me get my great axe like I always.
But it does let you control the amount of light coming out of it, right?
Yes, but I read it, and it's a 15-foot bright light, and it takes an action to reduce that by 5 feet. So I would have to
Gotcha.
wait. I would have to wait 3 turns to attack if I did that.
Oh, so Shanae nullifies the advantage you have with that wonderful sword.
Yeah, I think for my next feat, can I take something like blind fighting, something like that?
Or something like Drow turn into Wood Elf.
Does that 13 hit?
It's a miss.
You know what? You find me a wizard that can do that, and I will happily go with it.
Well, Plaz, if you do pull it out, I mean, we would have to look and see what the damage is to Shanae. I don't think it actually damages her. It's more like gives her disadvantage on everything.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just gives me disadvantage on my rolls. That's all.
Yep.
Well, is it worth it for me to do that then?
If that's what you want to do,
Yes.
go ahead. I'll roll with it.
Okay, well then, can I retcon that? I'll just use the sword instead.
Okay, sure.
Or if you want, you haven't said the second attack, so I'll just do 1 attack with it, and that'll kind of balance it out instead of doing 2 attacks.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'd go with that.
And it's a miss, I'm sure.
It's a miss.
All right, well that sucks. That's the end of
But it
my
was
turn.
fun.
It was fun.
Okay,
Oh.
Shanae.
Okay, I'm gonna stab her again.
Okay, just put disadvantage on your
Yeah, but
attack.
it's flanker, so Plaza. Well, never mind. I'm gonna lose my inspiration point.
Hello. But a character can tell another character, "Hey man, move around." You know, that's not metagaming.
Speaking of which, just wanted to let you know he did indeed lose entire connection. I just tried messaging him through Facebook. He is not on anything right now.
Oh man. I hope we didn't lose him.
Maybe the brownout is slowly creeping across the country. You guys are next.
Stephen King's The Mist.
I have a generator.
It's the mists of Ravenloft coming to get us.
Holy crap.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot move forward and stab at her again.
Okay. And it's a miss.
Yep, that it is.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Yes. Hang on just a second. Working on that.
You're wondering what the hell I'll say.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, but I got to get another encounter into the tracker. Which means I have to backtrack through a lot of windows.
While you're doing that, can I nerd out and talk rules?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I still can't find it in the rule book.
so I'm actually looking at the book. I know where it is.
Yeah,
in
I'm
there.
looking at the book too, so tell me what
Yeah.
page it's on.
Under moving around other creatures on page 191.
All right, because I'm on page 181, which is movement.
Yeah. Yeah, this is under what? Combat, I guess. Whatever. I don't know.
All right, yeah.
You can move through a non-hostile creature's space. In contrast, you can move through a hostile creature space only if the creature is at least 2 sizes larger or smaller than you.
We're not hostile.
Hang on. Remember that another creature's space is difficult. Another creature's space is difficult terrain for you. Whether hostile or not, it's still difficult terrain.
Okay.
And that rule
Nice.
has been in the book since they printed it. That was a little bit of a joke.
I just didn't see this in the rule book because I didn't see this part.
Right, I guess it never came up before, but
Yeah, because in my games, I just let people walk through people without having difficult terrain. You'll say, well, yeah, the people just allow you to walk through it. So, because I never found this ruling. So now I'm going to have to add it
that
to my
would be
campaign.
any DM that allows that is homebrewing the rule, because the rule is you can't do that.
Which would make sense. You
Yeah,
can
it makes
pass through
sense.
it,
Yeah.
But it's still going to be, you still have to get around that person.
Right, but if you're, like
Creature,
in
whatever.
your case, whoever's smaller, like if you're small and the person's medium, then it isn't difficult
Yeah.
terrain.
Right, mine isn't. Right.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
I just couldn't find it, so that was taking me forever.
I think I ran across that randomly one day. I was like, oh.
Okay. There you go, Rook.
Good day! Hello, ladies!
They turn to you and scream and cackle. It's not a pleasant sound.
Okay. I just stand there and kind of look at the two of them. That's about all I got.
All right.
Oh,
love
sure.
their
Now
names.
it's her turn. Oh, crap. Double bubble, we're in trouble. I'm gonna burn this dwarf's little bubbles.
Should have listened to the Ravens.
She steps forward and she attacks you with her claws.
Aye!
And misses. Meanwhile, on the on the second floor. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I had been pushed down. Morgantha attacks Plaz.
And with
Did you actually
And
hit her with the
misses.
Sons Hoard or missed her?
I missed her, but
Yeah.
with that swing, with Morgantha's swing on Plaz, the power comes back on.
Really? Sweet!
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
We'll see how long it lasts. But I'm going to keep these candles going just in case.
Okay. Osborne.
I don't know why. I have a really weird looking pointer on my screen right now.
It's the pointer of you're doomed.
It turned into some sort of weird like line with little hash marks on the side of it.
I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this attack and throw Chromatic Orb at her again.
Okay.
You know what that means, Melvin?
Yeah, we get to roll a d20, see if he gets a 1.
Yep.
No, I didn't do that last time. That's anytime I cast a spell at first level or higher. The Tides of Chaos is to regain the tides, you can just tell me to roll on the table.
I know.
Which, of course, any DM
Chromatic
would
orb?
say.
Table.
Oh crap, that was supposed to be with advantage. Just roll again.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
And that's a hit.
Definitely. Which one did you choose? Fire or acid? Okay.
Acid.
Do you have it set up with different effects for each one?
Yeah. Actually.
Oh.
No, that was for my...
Oh, that's for... Yeah, you need a 1 to have anything happen, right?
Right. Alright, so do you want me to just roll on the table or hold off or what?
No. We're good. Unless... Yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And Ophalia. So Ophalia begins casting a spell.
Long way go.
Yeah, it's going to be joyful.
Bring it, you ugly hag!
And I'm working on it.
How do I
Just
set
bring
that
it.
up? If I want a button that I can just, after each time I cast a spell, I can just hit the button and it rolls a d20. And if it comes up 1, then I do the table.
Don't think there's a way to build that.
Okay. I never remembered to roll the d20.
Yeah.
So I just wanted like a button on here that would remind me or whatever.
I think you can add an effect to the spell that would give you a custom dice and just add the d20 to it.
Yeah, I'd have to do it on every spell though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
God, there's so many of these spells that aren't linked. Ugh, so frustrating.
Oh god, I don't like the fact that they're not linked. That means that they're big.
It takes forever.
That's kind of weird that they're not linked.
I know.
Because, like, Princes of the Apocalypse has a bunch of spells in it that aren't normal spells that only apply to characters in the game, or in that module, and they're all linked. So I don't know if Curse of Strahd might be built wrong or something.
Reason being behind that is because the people who did the first 3 modules for Fantasy Grounds were Fantasy Ground employees. Curse of Strahd, the Fantasy Ground module, came out the exact same time as the regular module because it was employees of, oh crap, I can't remember whatever company wrote Curse of Strahd, wrote the Fantasy Ground module.
Oh, so there's a bunch of crap and mistakes in it.
Exactly. That's why Fantasy Grounds keeps doing things like, oh, here's new maps with the way these things line up, and this is this, and this is that. So.
Okay, so there is this great big huge eyeball that appears in front of you, Rurik.
Oh god.
And you need to make a wisdom saving throw. 'Cause- 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 'cause
I am going to burn my point of inspiration to gain advantage on this saving throw.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saved. And the great big huge eyeball disappears. Nice save. Thorin.
Considering the other one was a 3? Oh, yeah.
Okay, Thorin.
Are these people like did Shanae actually move in that spot? Because I see her moving down, and I see Osborne moving over. Do they actually move in those areas?
Well, Shanae is in this box just at the top of the stairs. So she's off the stairs, but she's on the floor.
So because she has a moving 5 feet south, she didn't actually move there.
That is the millstone.
But we can't climb on top of it?
No, I was just moving
No.
there so that
Susie,
they
if
wouldn't see me.
if you pick your token up and move it back to where it was, that'll disappear.
Yeah, because I was wondering if she was out of the way so I could move in her space.
Yeah, that was why I had put it there to show that I was on the floor, but I wasn't actually at the top of the stairs.
Because I want to get up here and do some melee, but I can't.
Right?
So we can't climb up on the stone at all?
Why can't you get up and do melee? Why?
Because Shanae's standing in the space.
You can climb up on the
No,
behind her.
you can do exactly what I did. You can go to the stairs and then come off diagonally where the millstone is.
He says I can't climb on the millstone.
You can get around it, but you can't climb on top of it.
See? So I can't go there.
Oh, because you can't get around her because she's blocking the... Right.
Yeah.
You could squeeze into the space where the millstone is, I would assume. If I can squeeze into the space I'm in, that seems possible.
That would make sense. You could squeeze into that space and still be on the floor, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
So then I move, 5 feet or 10 feet to get in that space?
5 feet.
Alright, then I'm going to go there and I'm going to attack her with Flame Blade.
Okay.
Did I hit?
You hit.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume it 24 hits.
Yes.
Cocky bastard.
And a 13 does not, and that will be my turn. I forgot what I was going to say, so I'll say it when I think of it.
No worries.
Smack at her again.
Okay.
This one is still at moderate.
It's a miss.
You're rolling with disadvantage?
Yeah, because I'm blind right now.
Oh,
He's got the Sons Hoard out.
Damn it.
Shanae just has one attack.
Yep, just one attack.
Yeah, she doesn't do weld.
No, but everybody that gets 5th level... Oh, not every class gets 2 attacks at 5th level, do they?
Nope.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Rogues never get a second attack.
Oh, that's...
No, they don't.
That's a lot of fun.
It's weird because in Jeff's game, my barbarian has 2 attacks.
Yeah, barbarians get 2 attacks, and they get 3 attacks at some point.
I see in my future.
Mm-hmm. Because I was looking at my rogue, I was like, damn, I never get a second attack. Looks like...
Okay, Rook, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even notice that it was my turn. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. All right, you hag. The one that's called what? Ophalia Wormwiggle? Is that the one
Ophelia.
that tried to that's the one that cast the spell, right?
I think
Yes,
so.
I believe so. Yep.
Okay,
No, that was. Yes, that was her.
that was the one. Okay, because the other one clawed at me.
Right.
All right, so I take my iron band, speak the command word, and throw it at her.
Okay. Flies through the air.
Son of a!
Jeez.
And misses.
It bounces off the wall and collapses back into itself. So,
That's right.
all right, see, I threatened you. Now I'm gonna hit your sister in the face.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
There, see, bleed her nose.
Yeah, you scratched her.
Oh shit!
One horrible damage.
And she points her finger at you, Rourke.
Oh no!
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Which finger?
Oh. Well, you can't tell. You don't see her.
No.
If Rourke wants to know, I'll give him more information.
I can figure out which finger she's pointing at me right now because I'm about ready to point that one back at her as I die.
I just got a text from the power company that says power has been restored. Cause animal.
What?
What the hell does that mean?
Ammo?
Yeah, like I guess an animal bit a line or who knows what. They don't really specify, but that's funny.
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel.
Maybe they're just trying to compliment you or something?
Who knows? I'm just glad the power's back on.
Power's back on, you animal.
Here you go, you filthy animal. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by all sorts of
Jesus.
freaking magic missiles.
Yeah. She launched 5 magic missiles at you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear the name of that is At Will.
My name is not Will.
Poor Will.
She's launching them at will. That must be you.
Morgantha begins casting another spell.
Please tell me I'm out of line of sight.
Yeah, you're upstairs.
Let me check my character sheet to see if I have a reaction called "Stop that,"
Yeah, counter spell.
yeah, which I do not have.
And she disappears from your sight.
Crap.
I'm guessing she cast invisibility or teleport.
There's so many different things. Don't forget etherealness, space step, misty step,
Yeah.
etc.
Osborne.
Yeah, but those have effects we would see.
Depends on the type of thing she is.
How's everyone's health?
Nobody took damage yet except for Rourke.
I'm just thinking fireball, but I guess we're not there. I guess we're not there yet.
Go ahead, I'm fine.
Wait a minute.
Give me-
Do I
is a
understand?
small room.
Let me go backstairs. You won't need fireball. Trust me, we'll be good.
Do I understand Vow of Enmity correctly in that I can give that to myself as a bonus action for advantage every single turn?
Is it a channel? Is it channel divinity?
Yeah, it is.
Then you can only use that once. Because you can only use your channel once.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't see that written there, so I need to find out where that's written.
Under channel divinity in the cleric.
Oh, so it's under... Okay, so it's... Yeah, I see. It's two different things on my sheet, that's why.
Yeah, because you can use one or the other for Channel Divinity.
Melvin, can I just shoot my crossbow into the space that she was just in?
Yes, yes, you may.
Can you move me to that spot where I am over there?
Okay.
She's not there to target, so you want me to just roll?
Yeah, let's see. Just give me a dexterity check. Wait, what are you shooting?
He's shooting a crossbow.
Crossbow.
Yeah, dexterity's fine. You don't see any effect because you don't see her at all. But thank you.
Oh, okay.
You see the bolt hit the window behind it, and it just hits the window and comes back and lands on the floor. Sorry, that's not really a window behind her. It's more of a stone wall.
So, well, I guess I don't know. If she's invisible, then I would shoot normally, but
Right.
okay.
Here's your answer, players. Rourke typed it out for you.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was still looking for it.
Yeah, it's only that one target though.
Right, but then as soon as that's over, I get to do it again, right? I can't find anything where it says you
It's under Channel Divinity. You need to have a short or a long rest before you can use it again.
Yeah, because Channel Divinity is the ability that uses it.
right, and I'm trying to
You have
find.
to look under Cleric under Channel Divinity.
Why wouldn't it be listed under Paladin?
I don't know.
It might be. I didn't look.
Because Paladin, it is listed. I mean, it's called it's an oath of vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you focus your vengeance on that one target.
Right, but there's no restriction. It does not say you can only use it once or whatever. It's just not. It's simply not there. Like I have a cleric, and I know that you can only use it once, but the paladin description doesn't. And you telling me to go look it up under cleric wouldn't apply because that's a cleric, not a paladin.
But it's the same ability for both classes. But it
Oh no! I understand what he's talking about. I see what he's talking about because his is actually different.
Yeah. And if it's used over and over again like that, then Channel Divinity is OP for paladins.
It certainly seems like it, but
rest.
There is no rule for his Channel Divinity that says that he has to have a long or a short rest in order to regain it. It is he can reutilize it.
That's something that needs to be either corrected or, yeah. Oh well, I guess you get to use it over and over again. So I'm gonna walk in her space to see if there's anything there and wave around my flame blade.
Okay. And you wave your blade around and nothing happens.
Am I able to move into her space too?
Yep.
So she's actually gone. All right. I'm gonna
As far as you know.
be right behind Rourke then and give him a hand.
Blaz, Sacred Oath.
okay, Sacred Oath.
Second paragraph under Channel Divinity, it says you need a short or long rest to use your Channel Divinity again.
Okay, I knew it was somewhere, but I couldn't find it.
It should be what, another 5 feet of movement up the stairs.
Okay.
Would I be able to hit one of those hags from there?
You at the top of the stairs? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Rourke is at the top. Well, he's not even in a square, so I have no idea which square I can step in.
Yep, he's just at the top of the square. He's at the top of the stairs.
And I wanted to step behind him, the stairways. Would I be able to hit one of them from the position behind him on the stairway?
Yeah, you can see him because your head's up above the floor level.
Would I be able to? Because I have to use a melee attack for my flame blade.
But now that you're up there, you need to see more information.
Okay.
So hang on.
Hey, Rurik, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm just dancing with these two young ladies.
Hmm.
We're gonna go catch a latte later.
Cool.
That didn't work very well. Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Melvin, each square is 5 feet, right?
Yes. I'm just changing the color.
That's a lot to read. All right. So, can I do a melee swing on one of the women? Am I able in melee range?
Well, part of your body's, down below floor level. So,
So I guess
no,
I'm at disadvantage.
you're not really close enough for melee unless you've got quite a reach.
Can I move into Rorik's position, hit the lady, and back out? Because that would take up the last of my feet of movement.
I don't know. Is that a proper move?
That's what I'm asking.
You can occupy another person's square and do an action from that square. You just can't end your movement in a square with another.
Right. So that's how I see it. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna attack Bella, I guess, because she's the one who's next to him.
But it would probably give her an opportunity attack. So go ahead.
I'll back out and she gets the opportunity attack.
Right.
Which I probably missed anyways.
That's a miss.
Alright, so she gets the opportunity attack on me.
Right.
Okay, so seeing the person disappear, I would probably rush up the stairs. And as I rush up the stairs, realize I'm blocked, I guess.
By two people.
Do I have... So it would be 15 for me to get to the top of the stairs, which is Thorn actually occupying the space at the top of the stairs?
No.
Yeah, that's right where Thorn is, right there.
Okay, so then I actually couldn't go quite there, so it would be 10, 20, 30... I could probably dash if that's not crap that I would be blocked by. I could probably dash to just the other side of Rurik. Or in fact,
right there.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's actually what I was going to change it to. Yeah, but that would use more. That would use 35 to get there, so that would have to be a dash.
Right.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Okay. Shenanigans.
I love my party members. They just goofed up what I wanted to do.
Sorry.
Seeing as he has the shiny sword out, I'm gonna stay down here.
Okay.
And hey, it worked before. I'm gonna shout up that I'm gonna set this place on fire and start making my way down the stairs.
Set it on fire! Set it on fire!
It's your turn, Rurik.
The tower is made of stone.
Oh. They knew Susie was coming.
That was in the description, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Take that, big bad wolf.
We didn't just change it.
Okay. Everybody, down the stairs! Now, the window that is immediately to my right.
Yes.
Could I break through that and fit?
It's pretty small. So let's see, dwarf. Probably not. It's going to be really small for you.
Really small for me.
Even for a dwarf, wow.
Wait,
Can I,
is the guy
can I
that just
shove him through the window?
is the guy that charged in here now calling retreat?
I'm just going to retreat out of the top level.
Uh-huh.
We just came up here to help you, now he wants to retreat.
No,
User disconnected from your
because
channel.
I'm.
That was me.
Whoops.
No, that was my
your
other
cell
guy.
phone.
Okay.
You're back.
All right. Okay. I am casting spike growth in this room, centered on the center.
Oh.
Told you to get out of the room.
Alright.
This is the first time Rourke has ever used this spell.
Well, I know what the spell, because remember I told you about it before.
Yeah, so I probably learned it from you, so you probably understand the words when I go humana, 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 and there it goes.
Spike growth, run!
And I will move through them down the stairs, casting it in the center of the room, kind of right where the crosshairs are in between the two witches, and run down the stairs.
So me and Plaz have to make the saving throws now.
Okay, I'm just checking the description to make sure that the description of this place was accurate. Just one moment. Okay, so it says in a rotting wooden closet there are 3 crates stacked one atop another with
Yep.
small doors set into them, so they're kind of like little cages. And next to them, next to the closet, there's a heap of discarded clothing. And then there's a ladder climbing up in. Yeah, so there's a ladder climbing up into the trapdoor up above as well.
Okay. Okay, here. All right. I'm going to kind of redo some of this a little bit. I am going to... Can I get on top of that little closet cage thing that is next to Bella, to her right?
No, it's a closet. It extends up to the ceiling. It's just kind of a closeted area. And you're kind of standing on the clothes there.
Yeah.
They appear to be children's clothing.
I don't really care about that. I have something more important in mind at the moment, which is these 2 things trying to eat my face.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap. I'm going to have to attack this one in front of me. I'm not going to cast my spell. I'm going to have to attack. That's a miss, isn't it?
Yes.
But that's a hit.
not...
Nope, that's not.
Ooh, we receive advantage on all attacks.
Sweet. And she's
And
already
saves.
damaged, so I have Colossus Slayer on top of this.
Yay. Awesome.
Holy crap.
But she's still light.
And then I'm going to do something incredibly dumb, and I know I'm going to draw attacks for this.
Run down the stairs.
Nope. I'm going to move to the center of the room, kind of right where the crosshairs are, and then jump in between the 2 of them, back over by the top of the ladder.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Actually, I don't leave their threatened space at all, so I don't receive opportunity
No,
attack.
no opportunity attacks.
Nope. Typing a message, just a moment.
Rob's critical hit effect. I forgot I said that.
So me and you, Rob, get advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it all of them? All our allies, even the ones downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay. Bella. She turns to attack. And she slashes out with her claws at Rurik.
Yikes.
I hate you.
Okay, Osborne.
Can I do a Arcana check to see if I can tell what spell she cast when she disappeared?
Sure, go ahead.
And I'm just throwing this out here as an idea. I was trying to find in the book. There's no like DC per se, but to me, it would make sense if you use 10 as the base and then add the level of the spell. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Just a thought.
It's all right.
Are you looking up the spell?
No, I just whispered you.
No, you.
Oh, sorry, I whispered Rurik.
It's like, what? Rourke, what'd she cast?
I'll whisper it to you.
All right, I got it.
You did it again.
I'm typing his name, I swear. Oh, I hit /R instead of /W.
Yeah,
That's all right.
really
I
cool.
sent it to him.
That'd be really cool if I knew what that did.
Yeah, okay.
That's hilarious.
That's what happens when you're whispering the game master, and the game master didn't notice that I was the last one who said something.
Right.
Can you holler out to us what you think it is?
All right, I actually drop down over the stairs and go to the first floor.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Do I see anything down there?
No, you don't. But you are down there.
Okay.
I hope it didn't offend Torm, gee.
I just checked the website to see if he posted anything on the calendar, but no, because he usually types a message up there.
Yeah, okay. All right, back to the matter at hand. Ophelia, she's looking at Plaz and screaming at him. And just a minute.
Boo? Not as
Yeah.
in boo, I scare you, but boo as in I boo you.
Just nasty scream. And she reaches out and she touches you.
Oh my god, here we go.
I
Plaz,
wanna
please.
touch you all over.
Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
At least we're proficient in those.
Thank God you guys are.
Aren't you?
Nope.
I thought Rangers were too.
Strength index.
Okay. So at the beginning of each of your turns, Plaz, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. And
Okay.
your next turn, you have to pass your action.
Okay.
Wow, that's nice.
Do I understand why I have to pass my action?
Nope, but you feel it as though magical binds are keeping you from doing anything. You're not restricted, you're not restrained, but you just can't think of what you want to do.
Okay. So it's like a
The
mental kind of a thing?
Yeah, the mental instructions aren't reaching the rest of your body.
Right. Okay.
But you're not necessarily disabled or incapacitated or anything.
Okay.
You just can't take any action turns.
Okay.
Okay, Thorin.
I really wish we had more room so I can turn into an animal.
Oh, you know what? It's after midnight for some of you guys. We need to quit. I forgot about that. Wasn't even watching the clock. So we'll pick it up next time.
You should probably make a note. I will not remember that I have to skip an action and do a wisdom saving throw on my turns by 7 days from now. So if you want to make a note for that, you should do that for me, please.
I'll take some notes. And also, 7 days from now, I've got a commitment on Saturday night. So it'll be 14 days from now.
Oh, okay. So no game next week. Okay.
Right. No game next week.
Okay.
Updating my calendar now.
Well, in that case, do you want to just finish this round so we start off fresh? That way we don't have to worry about Plaz forgetting, because he's next, right after Thorin.
We can do that. We can finish it off.
Okay,
I
let's
can
do
stay
that.
for a whole couple of hours if you really want.
No, so you got to get up early, so.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, then I move over and attack her with my flame blade again.
Okay. You're standing on clothing. And it's a hit.
Hey, she's a moderate.
You actually did a little bit of damage.
Awesome.
And as you're
I'm going to
standing
do
there,
my...
as you're standing there, you notice that the clothing you're standing on is children's size clothing.
That makes me angrier.
Mm-hmm.
My wisdom saving throw is 1 better than it was last time.
No action. Shenane.
Okay. Once I get downstairs, there's a bunch of like wooden stuffs down here. Stone may not burn, but wood sure does. And I'm going to proceed to set it all on fire.
You're gonna trap everybody upstairs? Okay.
I hollered that I was setting stuff on fire. It shouldn't go up quickly enough for them not to be able to get out.
But you're starting with the stairs, right?
No. I'm actually starting with like the wooden stuff over opposite the stairs. Kind of behind like the chest and stuff like that. And I'll wheel the cart over and start over there.
Are the stones actually made of wood or are they made of stone?
I believe the stairs are stone. I think they're stone. Okay, so you grab the cart and What, you're going to break it apart to make kindling, or what are you doing? How are you doing this? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm actually. Yeah, I'll push it over there and then snap off a couple of pieces so I can make kindling and stuff like that, and get it going.
Okay. All right. So the chickens and the rooster are all cackling at you, and there's a bunch of. Let's see. You're hearing a bunch of croaking, and you spot another hidden chest over there in the corner.
Really, what's in that?
You can open it and see during this.
Yeah, we'll open it and see.
Okay.
Ooh,
I love it. Shanae's got ADD.
You open this hidden chest that was kind of over underneath the stairs, and 100 toads jump out.
Okay, just let them. I'll just tip it over so they have an easier time, basically.
Okay.
Get out, toads! Get out!
And they're hopping around the floor now. So you're hearing all this creaking and hopping, and 100 toads on the floor with you.
Okay, I'll continue to try to set my fire.
Okay.
I really hope there's no living children upstairs with us.
And it's my turn now. Crap! There's a child in the closet! And I will attack this chick again. We are using the flanking rules, right? So I get advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
That's a miss.
All right,
Oh.
well, the GM whispered something to me, so I'll have to wait till my turn.
But that one wasn't.
That's a hit. Damage. And she returns the favor.
Damn.
And that's the end.
All right, can I scream real quick down the stairs too?
Can you what?
Since you whispered that to me, can I scream to down the stairs? Hopefully, Shanae hears what you whispered to me.
Yes, uh-huh.
There are children in this house. Do not burn it.
Susan's here laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you so very much for an interesting and entertaining evening again.